BradWOTO stream. But first, it's time for
What's under the orange flannel?
Alright, what seasoning is under the orange flannel? It's a seasoning. There's a little seasoning pot in there. But what seasoning is that? What seasoning is under the orange flannel? Is it curry powder? Americans say curry. Is it mild paprika? Is it generic chicken seasoning? Is it salt? Is it sage? Is it lemon pepper? What seasoning is under the orange flannel today? Is it an cumin? Or is it wild garlic? Or could it be wild garlic? Let's see if you can guess.
Phoebe had her pedos flannel medley.
What seasoning is under the orange flannel? Guys, it's me, BradWOTO, live. Dead on the hour. Who is it that always comes in here and is like, well, you're actually live on the hour for once? Who is it that always says that every day? Every other day? Which one of you is it? Do you count me being live from when I first appear on the screen, by the way? Because that's not... Ban them? Why would I ban them? It's live the moment the stream begins with the intro sequence. That's when the stream begins. It's not from when I appear on the screen. But I think you all think it's when I first appear on the screen. And that's not... Shut the fuck up. Who is it? Which one of you that does that? One of you does it. It's one of you with a green name. I just can't remember which one of you. Which one of you Namekians is it? Which seasoning is underneath the orange flannel? You think it's salt? Well, I can reveal to you in fact. It's a brand new seasoning that I purchased this morning. Why? I don't know. I don't need it. Really, it's a waste of £2. I put it on my eggs. Cajun seasoning. A taste of Louisiana, it says. Cajun seasoning. It says salt, maltodextrin, chili powder, chili pepper, cumin, salt, oregano, garlic, dried bell peppers, black and white pepper, cayenne pepper, garlic powder, allspice, ground coriander seed, ground ginger, cumin, ground fennel. I feel like it's listed 3 of these before. Ground fennel seed, cardamom, sunflower oil, thyme, yeast extract, flavoring. What's that? Anti-caking agent, silicon dioxide, and mustard flour. I put it on my eggs and it was pretty good. Pretty good for the eggs. Pretty decent. I don't know why I bought it. Genuinely have no idea. Instead of... There was a bit of my brain that was like, you're forgetting to buy something. And I was like, is it a seasoning that I need? And I went and looked at the seasoning and was like, it must have been the Cajun seasoning that I needed to buy. And it was, in fact, bin bags. It was bin bags. Forgot to buy bin bags. I've got one left. Really annoying. Bought all of the ingredients to make some chili. Came home, don't have any beef stock. So, because I have to special order it online, I ordered some this morning in the hopes that it gets here for tomorrow, which is really annoying because tonight was my dedicated cooking night because I'm too busy tomorrow to add cooking in to everything. But that's what I'm going to have to do, I guess. Going to be eating late tomorrow. It was corn. Yeah, that's me. You know me. Love eating corn. Who is it that comes in here and tells me that when I'm live? Who is that? I have to go through everyone's messages. Cajun seasoning. The official seasoning of non-canon and deathless. Correct. Took me a moment. Didn't know what the fuck you were referencing. That's correct. I've got to prep non-canon. Really got to prep it. I've got a lot of prep to do this week for both of my shows. We've got the finale of Cura next Tuesday. That's an annoying amount of prep. These are my notes for non-canon on here. I'm not going to show you them. There might be a beholder in it though, so. Do you like beholders? Do you like beholders? These? Do you like them? Well, there might be one in it. There might not. I do have written down on a piece of paper the word beholder and nothing else. All of my notes for Friday's session. Beholder. Behold. Something about beholding nuts.
Right, wife.
Beholders, they can't be holding nothing.
Right, wife.
You got any more? Behold her, I hardly knew her.
Right, wife.
You done? You finished? Good. Now we can get on with the fucking stream. The fucking stream. Again, from the top.
Coming up next on BBC Two, it's the BradWOTO stream.
Coming up next on
first,
BBC Two.
it's
Coming
time
up
for-
next on
What's under the
BradWOTO
orange
stream.
flannel?
But
It's
first,
the BradWOTO
it's
stream.
time for. But first,
What is inside the
time
Amazon delivery box?
What picture has Bradley drawn onto a piece of paper?
Very tired. I didn't eat last night. I ate, but I didn't eat any more after. I ate at like 5 p.m. and then didn't eat again until this morning. And I had to run the penultimate episode of Cura, which was a lot of brain power. And then I had to do a lot of... We had a long post-show conversation about the fact that it's the end next week. So I had to sort of prep them somewhat. You know, I had to give them. I had to. There's some stuff that I need them to do for me for next week, so I had to give them preps and things. And then I laid on my sofa and was like, "Ah." And then I woke up and I went to the store and I bought some Cajun seasoning, and then I came back and I had to do a bunch of laundry and a bunch of washing up. And then I hoovered everything again because I was like, I'll hoover again. Just everything. I mean everything, because of the dog hair. So I did like a full deep clean hoover up. And then I went for a walk with Liam, and then I came back and I'm knackered. My brain is completely turned off and I need it to like kick back into gear. Not just so that I can make great jokes during this stream, because I've really got a lot of dick jokes planned for this stream that I'd like to deliver correctly, but I've got stuff that I've got to work, man. I've got stuff to write. I've got to write so much stuff this week. And I just, you know, it requires a particular type of brain power that there is none in there. None, you know, just nothing. So that's good. You'll notice I'm sitting down. I usually try and do a little bit of standing up at the beginning of this stream, just to give myself some, I don't know, movement. But I've done enough standing up today. I basically haven't sat down, so this counts as the first time I sat down. I did eat breakfast. I had a big breakfast because I promised myself I would last night. And by a big breakfast, what I mean is I had eggs. I made an egg omelette with Cajun seasoning on it because I don't know what else to use it for. Don't know why I bought it. Complete waste of money. Put it on the eggs. Pretty good. I'll probably put it on my eggs from now on. And then and I had some porridge with that and an apple. So, big breakfast. What is your writing process like? Well, first of all, I have to wait for the energy to be in my brain. Once that energy is in my brain, I can go. I mean, it's not really a writing process because it's not a traditional form of writing and media. I'm halfway through. Well, actually, I'm kind of near the end of both campaigns. Non-canon isn't set to run for a very, very long time, even though non-canon is set to be kind of seasonal. Seasonal makes it sound like it's, you know, going to be changing with winter and summer and stuff, but series is all. So this is like kind of like a season 1 of non-canon, which will probably come to an end. There is an actual secret underlying story line that has been beginning to surface over the last few sessions. So actually it'll be a little bit more like focused, I think, for a couple of weeks. And then Cura, the finale is next week. Tell us all the secret plans. We won't tell anyone. No, I don't think I will. But yeah, man, I've got to write all that down. I mean, the process for me really is just that I have to. For Cura, I've got a lot of production things to get done this week. So I have to write. I sort of have to write the finale. You know, it's kind of. I always say the first and last episode are opening and closing cutscenes, right? So I pre-prepare scripts somewhat for certain moments and characters or descriptions of, like, you know, how this happens and how that happens and the ending and stuff. So I want to kind of write that and get that done, which isn't particularly difficult, because I know I've known what's going to go on for a while, and I've now got a very clear idea of what they're probably going to do, unless they die. So I need the alt. I need a couple of alt endings, but I need to get that done. But I've also got a bunch of production stuff to get done for that. I'm probably going to change the intro and outro for that. I've got to do a Marvel post-credits scene, so stick around for that one. There's your secret theory. Non-canon, I have to basically create the entire episode. Non-canon this week might actually be a 2-parter. So I pretty much have to create a one-shot. So non-canon's an interesting one because with non-canon I write stories. So there are there's a point where you open the book in non-canon and I read the first page of that book. It is essentially what it is. So if you watch non-canon, there's a portion where I just read a page of a book. Last week it was like the story of Lionel, or like the week before it was an introduction to the Chonks in Halcyon City. So I write that, and then I have to basically create a one-shot. So that is like a whole thing. And with non-canon it's really hard to do because each setting is different. So because I have to prep a setting. So it could be a setting of my own, which is sometimes easy, but most of the time they haven't been. They've either been a pre-existing setting or something like Camelot, or, you know, something that WAC or PB has run. So I have to study. So, you know, I have to either watch a previous campaign or, like, you know, jump in to watch some episodes from previous campaigns. I've watched a lot of Table Story over the last couple of months because of non-canon, like old Table Story shows and stuff. So then I get a feel for, like, the world, and then, you know, I have to prep a setting within that world. So you have to come up with where it's going to be, and then I have to write descriptions of areas and places for those things, because it's very linear and there's not a lot of time to tell this entire story for non-canon. They're about 2.5 hours, 3 hours, so I don't need to overly prep a huge amount, but it is still like I need to prep enough to make it feel like a complete section of the world. So I have to write all of that stuff down. Then I have to write the actual structure of the episode, and then the structure of the adventure. Then I have to prep the hard prep stuff, you know, even if it's just things like bullshit artwork or items, combat maps, prepare potential random encounters, prepare NPCs, you know, it's like a lot, man. One shots in different settings every week is just an unbelievably large amount of work to have to do, because I have to do it every week for this. And with non-canon, because it's my prep day is Saturday, and I use Saturday to prep for Cura. So non-canon gets split throughout the week. So I'll do like an hour on a Monday morning, an hour on a Wednesday afternoon, or, you know, 2 hours on a Thursday morning, 2 hours on a Friday morning, and non-canon is so haphazardly put together throughout the week. And it's quite funny because quite often I get to Friday night. When it comes to Cura, I normally have like a really strong idea because I did it all in one sitting on a Saturday afternoon. Just I have the day off. I haven't done a stream, or I haven't got a stream weighing on me that's coming up, like one of these streams. A Saturday I just wake up and I'm like, oh, I'll get round to it whenever I want. You know, tidy up, eat some breakfast, play some Final Fantasy, you know, or I'll just jump into it, go for a long walk with Liam, whatever. I don't know. I'll do some crazy shit. And then I'll sit down and I'll do the entire episode process and preparation, regardless of what that is, for Cura. But non-canon, I get to a Friday night and I just have these like fucking scattered notes because that was done by me on Monday morning when I had a headache. That part was written by me on Wednesday night when I was watching fucking Tidal Blades and not at all interested in my own work because I was like, whoa, what the fuck? This is crazy. And like I was like, I'm like so absorbed into like whatever I was doing. You know, this was done on Thursday morning when I was really like kind of wide awake and felt really good. So this bit's good. And then this last little bit is like this rushed thing that I had to get done Friday morning because I forgot to source any music. So now I had to quickly finish writing the last little bit so that I could go and sit and do the process of listening to whole songs and treating music and bringing that in and editing it and bringing it into the software. And then I like panic because I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't update the overlay and I've got to clear all the other stuff. I've got to check to see if anyone's done any midweek donations and things. And so it's just this like fucking chaotic set of notes every week when I go into non-canon. I'm like, oh, I didn't even write anything for this bit. I don't know why I said that they're in this place because they're not. What is that? What just came out of my mouth? You know, I'm like, I've gotten really good at talking while reading my own notes and then halfway through just blabbing and yapping some shit about where they are and what they're doing and who's standing in front of them. I read my notes and I'm like, oh, shouldn't have said that. Gotta restructure this entire episode because I've just read that the character that's standing in front of them, Mr. Bombastic, isn't supposed to show up until the third act. I remember now. Oops. It's just fucking so annoying because it was just done by a fucking maniac. Non-canon is prepped by a maniac whose personality is split over 5 chaotic days because I'm insane. You know, at the moment, my brain is so fucked. Everything, my week is so just, I'm so incredibly overworked. Plus, I also am still unwell and coming off of this medicine and everything and trying to like, you know, get some time to do that. So my notes for non-canon every week are fucking nutso. And quite often I'm like starting the stream and everything and I kind of forget to just like read through my notes because I'm just doing all of the like pre-prep show stuff, and sometimes we have guests and I'm having to like figure out their cameras and their audio and everything like that. So I do all of that production thing that normally you'd have a minion doing, but I'm doing. So I'm doing all this stuff and then I'm like, what is even happening in this episode? And I read my notes for the first time as I'm like, hi everyone, welcome to the show. You're in a blah 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 blah. And then I start reading my notes and I'm like, what are they actually doing? It's fucking dumb, dude. It's such a horrible way to have to run it, but that's how much time I don't have, really. It's a wonder that non-canon makes any sense to anyone, because already it's such a chaotic show because they're just jumping from universe to universe. The story is, you know, who are these characters and let's see what they get up to this week, as well as the kind of slight overarch of the libraries themselves. And maybe what's going on with those libraries, which we're kind of starting to uncover a little bit. But the week to week is just so insane that I'm surprised anyone's able to really follow what's going on. I saw some people last week like talking about it in the Discord channel. They were confused. Who was confused? I thought it was Deciduous and someone else maybe. Druidic Wolf, Deciduous. They're trying to untangle the whole thing. And it's funny the way that you view it. Deciduous, you're in here, right? It's much simpler than you've written. You've like overcomplicated it so much. It's hilarious. They're like what the fuck? There's so many crazy strings attached to this. And you're like, it's not lots of different strings. It's one piece of rope. You've overcomplicated it. It's actually very simple. The overarching story, which I'll break down at the end of non-canon, you know, because they will probably undo. I sort of have, because of this show's, because of the approach I've had to take to non-canon, and I've prepared it for series. This arm of non-canon. Non-canon, by the way, could easily just be run by one of the other two and be completely different. So, you know, it could be Whack running just a totally different show that has nothing to do with my story. But this, and me as well, I can run something called non-canon, and it's just a different story. So prepare for that one day. The plan is that we're going to shift it about. But in terms of this arm, or this side of the story, this part with Nivara and Candle was always meant to be the first sort of season, and then they unravel and unwrap the first piece of the story and the lore that I very hastily wrote not too long ago. And then later on we can explore that even more with maybe different characters or a different approach or something. So it's a really weird story that I really wanted to do this way. And I'm glad that we did. Whack and PB sort of had to, I was like, trust me, this is how we should do it. And they were like, I don't know, Brad. And I was like, just leave it to me. You two just fuck off. Go and prep your own fucking stupid shows. Let me run this one. And they were so scared of what this was going to be. But it came out all right, I think. So we'll see how it goes and how it changes and how we're going to be doing stuff for the future of non-canon. But it was always meant to be a sort of shorter thing with the potential to continually bolt on different stories within the narrative, from my side of it at least. Productive work sounds draining though. I don't mind it. It's not draining exactly. It's time consuming, which is the problem a lot of the time. And that's why when you see me, Whack and PB being like, oh, we're so tired at the moment, it's fucking gut pretending like I didn't support the idea. No, I know. I mean, you were just, I think you guys were a little unsure about the bars and stuff. I can't remember now. That first meeting we did about it. But the production side of stuff is more just like, it just takes a lot of time. So you have to find like hours within the week to be able to sit and do more production things. Production things being things like changes to the overlay or sourcing music, editing and treating that music, preparing things like battle maps can take a really long time. Preparing, editing changes and moments, the intros, outros, or alternate. You know, like for Cura, I have the setting location edits. So if they change location, a little very brief thing will go. And that sort of stuff, it isn't like I dislike doing it or I find it draining or anything, but it's just that it's time consuming. So finding the time to be able to make sure that these things are done is quite hard to do. That's the thing that's very, when you're just one person doing it, which is what we are individually. And it's more than enough work for one show a week, and then when you add in another one, plus we're all doing day streams and we're all doing, you know, you need time to recover and rest and things. It's it's really been a lot of work for all of us lately. But I've got into a bit more of a routine with it. I feel a little bit less horrible with the medication that I'm coming off of, which was helping for the last couple of weeks. I was sort of dreading these last couple of weeks because I knew that my last 2 weeks of coming off of this medicine, I thought they were going to be like really, really bad. I'm touching wood that at the moment it hasn't been, but I'm sort of dreading this last 10 milligrams. But I knew that the last 2 weeks I was coming off of this were going to coincide with the last 2 weeks of Cura, which was terrifying, you know, because I really want to be at my best to produce the last penultimate and ultimate episodes of my year-long show. But luckily I don't feel too bad, as long as I don't push it too much. The only production task I really hate is finding sound effects and arranging them on the soundboard. Tedious. Yeah, I don't find sound effects as bad as music, to be honest. Because for me, music, you don't know you know what you're looking for, and you can hear it in your mind's eye or your mind's ear. But you now you've got to go out there and find it, hope that it exists. First, you've got to hope that it exists somewhere. And we've got a couple of places that we can draw music from, and license music from. But it's like, will I find it? Sometimes you just type in, you're just like, a melancholy, sad, ambient sort of thing with a jazz element. And then you're like, oh, let's hope that exists. And then you click play on the first track that comes up, and you're like, that's it. That's what I wanted. Wow. Someone out there got it, nailed it. And sometimes you're sitting there scrolling through page 6, play every track on the thing, playing through them and listening to them, just hours and hours and hours. It takes so long sometimes to find the right track and the right piece of music, and keep refining your searches and filtering different things out. And even when you find it, that's like one track, and usually you need 2 or 3, maybe more. You can obviously, once you've got them, you can reuse tracks as the series goes on. But a lot of the time, I'm not a fan of reusing that many tracks that often. I will do it a lot, but for specific scenes and moments, I'm like, well, that's what that track was for, and I don't need it anymore, even though the song is good. I don't really fancy using it unless we come back to a similar scenario to exactly this one. So I'm like, that's burned now, so I've got to go and find another one that fits this upcoming episode, or this upcoming theme, or this upcoming area, or this upcoming and then I bring them out, and then you have to treat them. So either I have to make it a looping track, or I have to extend them in such a way that they don't. I hate nothing more than when you're watching a D&D show and all you hear is the same 2-minute loop that builds up. I'm like, oh god, it's all I can hear now. That it's repeating every 2 minutes. Extend the track, make it loop. Download a loop version. I don't care. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's purely me being a pissy little fucking production kid. But I do my best not to do that. So I bring everything into Audition or Premiere or something just to loop it or extend it. A lot of the time I extend them because they can be quite hard to loop, but I'll loop them as well. If they have a nice harsh cut, it's very easy to loop a track. And then with that new Premiere thing where you can remix songs, that's quite useful to extend a song. I did it once on stream to show you how easy it was to do. I did it in a much quicker. Anytime you see me editing or doing anything on stream, I'm doing a shit quick version because I assume it's boring for everyone to watch. But I sit there like, if I'm doing it for like Cura or something, I'm like in it. I'll spend a bit more time trying to make it sound perfect. It's amazing, yeah, it's incredible. I think that is actually so much more useful where if you have like a 3-minute song but a 2-minute video and you just go, well, I want this song to be 2 minutes now, so you click the remix button, make it 2 minutes, and now it's perfect, and you're like, that is unreal how useful that is. The music needs to click in your head. It's the extra character on all shows. You get the music wrong, it fucks everything up. Yeah. There's nothing worse as well than when you go into a scene or and because you can't predict anything happening in D&D. You're not editing something for a TV show, so you don't know what's going to happen. And I hate so much when we go into scenes and I just don't have music prepared for that scene that fits at all. And I'm just stuck with like some other song. So I quite often will try and get ahead as well. So I'll have songs that never get used in shows because I went and sourced different possible scenarios in my head. Like maybe they're doing something funny, maybe they're doing something very serious, maybe one of them's fucking dead, you know. Like maybe one of them's fucking. I need sexy music. So I go and get lots of different songs that might not ever get used, and then I have to treat all of those as well. But it's hours. It's like it's so much time. So for me, and sound effects, you know, we're sort of jumping off of Bogle's comment and onto theories here, but sound effects, it's the same kind of process where you'll try and find the right sound effect, because some of them just sound like shit, some of them sound really good, but they're not quite right for what you want, you know. But at least they're only like a 2-second thing a lot of the time, you know. It's just like, yeah, maybe if it was a little different. That one's good, I'll use that one, you know. And then you just download it and use it. I rarely have to edit them, although I quite often do combine multiple sound effects to give it a bit more effect if it's a very important thing. But it's a much quicker process. But for me, music is the one that just takes so long. And when I'm very tight on time for both of my shows at the moment throughout the week, it's just so difficult to do. And also with music, you can't. It's quite hard to source music and like watch a stream. So like if I'm working on just like writing my show or prepping a battle map, just sitting there moving stuff around on a battle map, at least I can have a stream up and be watching, you know, like someone, like one of the other table story shows, or, you know, Orcish fucking playing a game or something like that. Or even I'll just put on like Critical Role or a podcast or something, anything on the other screen. But with music, because I have to listen to the music, you're just sort of, it's a bit more difficult to do. So it's kind of a boring process in a way. Because you're most of the time just listening to music you don't want to listen to. I don't want to listen to most of this. This is all shit. I'm listening to try and find the one song I want to find that might not even exist. But for me, it's like the bane of my life. I don't necessarily dislike the process, but the process is very long. And sometimes when I don't have time, it is like, it's just a death sentence. And I just get really like frustrated and impatient with looking for it. Most boring conversation. Sometimes I catch myself talking and then I'm like, this has to be the most boring conversation for everyone, because most people don't care about anything I'm saying. You're just like, give me the finished product on a Tuesday. I just like the 2 hours that I get to watch, and the rest of the 18 hours you spent preparing it this week, I don't give a shit about. Shut up. Play Dragon Age. Hey, Braved. Yeah. Shut the fuck up, okay? There's no way you give a shit about this. Let's watch a TikTok. Let's just watch a TikTok so that you all like me again. You know?
As we begin this campaign, you all find yourselves in the steampunk tavern known as the Brass Mug.
I'm playing Tychus Ironright, a TI with a cold demeanor but a warm heart. I'll be playing...
Hold on, I want to go...
What?
This is Professor Montgomery Brassington, Esquire, steamed.
When the DM wants to play a character. Wax Steven campaign. Oh, Wax Steven campaign.
Detective.
Is he like 20 feet tall?
No, he's been enlarged for detail, but it's just flavor.
How's it flavor? He's taking up 4 squares.
Oh, well, it is like his story, you know, so.
Did you just say that your character, which is insane that you have one, by the way, is the main character of this?
100% we're going to find out that Wax Steven's main character is the main character. But also, Gatewalkers. What's the fucking German guy called?
Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
The
He's
main
not like
character in
main
Gatewalkers.
character, but the story is told through his eyes. Yeah.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Listen,
What does that
I've never
mean? What does
DM'd,
that
and I
mean?
appreciate you doing it, but I'm pretty sure a big rule is that there's no main character.
Oh, so I'm supposed to make this whole world and its inhabitants, and then give your guys' characters motivations, so that what, we can do a collaborative storytelling game together?
Yes! Okay, whatever. I'm
We're
playing.
going to combat. Professor Montgomery is going to step on Tychus for 77 damage.
So he is 20 feet tall.
Well, he is the main character, so. As we begin this campaign.
Wax Stephen campaign. It always makes me laugh because with Wax campaigns, I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he has the brain power to do it. Everyone is always like, Brad, I really like your NPCs. And I'm like, I don't want to play them. You play the characters that talk to each other because I'm doing everything else. I don't care. I'm trying to make the wind noises and I'm trying to tell you what the tavern looks like that you're in. I'll have a fucking guy come over and put a tankard of ale down for you, but I'm not going to make a fucking player character as it's going to be here and involved. You know, the characters are temporary. NPCs are temporary little things that are there just to act as foil to your characters or to give you a fucking quest. And when the players are like, oh, we're going to bring this character along with us, and I'm like, no, I ain't got time or the brain power. I don't want to play an NPC that follows you for the entire fucking campaign. And usually when I do give them an NPC, I just forget about them after their purpose is fucking done. Wriggle. I was like, Wriggle exists to exposit this piece of information to you, and after that's done, I forgot he existed until they go, where's Wriggle? And I'm like, oh, he exists. He's over there somewhere. I don't care. He's a cat. And I forget. But then you go and watch a Whack Steven campaign, and Whack is like, okay, there are these 4 players over here, but this is Dr. Malicious Client. Dr. Malicious Client is a 7-foot-tall alchemist with the ability to transform time into physical matter. Dr. Maleficent Client, I can't remember his name already, is always going to be here in every scene. And I'm like, dude, how the fuck is he doing that? He's gonna have this one character that comes with them, and then Whack goes like this. Also, on his team of 7 people that will be with him throughout the campaign is Billy Pops. Billy Pops is a rogue with a bad attitude, and he has a completely unique and different voice that somehow Whack is going to remember for the entire campaign. Also, don't forget the werewolf. He's not actually a werewolf, that's just his name. He's a Goliath with a wolf pelt wrapped around his penis, and he's going to have a completely different voice and personality that somehow Whack is going to remember for the campaign. And all 7 of these unique characters with different voices who completely always sound exactly the same. And I remember all of their personality traits and will act exactly as they have done in episode 1 for the next 98 episodes, will be in every single episode at all times. And I'm like, how the fuck does he do it? How is he doing that? I've forgotten what all of my characters are. I don't know their names. I don't know where they're from. I don't care how important they were or weren't to the story. The moment the episode is over, I've forgotten about them entirely. A Whack Steven campaign. I don't know how he does it. It's so impressive to me. And also insane. An insane thing. Whack Steven is the main character. He always has these like characters that, you know, he'll just be like, Gandalf's here now. And he's with you. As another party member. You know? Agent Waxon's here. He'll be here every episode with you. As another party member. I'm like, dude, how the fuck is he doing this? The German guy from Gatewalkers, which I'm pretty sure is a pre-written module, so it probably wasn't Wax's fault, but somehow I would have written him out. My version of Gatewalkers, that character would have been hit by an arrow in episode 1. In episode 1, there was like that elf woman that showed up. She would have killed him. Oh no, I killed him. That's a shame, I liked him. Well, anyway, you guys are Gatewalkers, so let's see if you can get your memories back or figure that out or whatever. Bye. That's what would have happened in my version of Gatewalkers. I'd left the rest of it up to them. Insane. Snot Flap has to be in it because otherwise your character will die. You need an NPC. You need NPCs. I don't mind playing NPCs. I just don't want one that's like a main character. I don't know how he does it. Tune into the Wax Steven stream later on and remember to ask him his side of this. How does Wack feel about he is the main character in all of his shows? I don't know how he does it. He also likes playing 7 characters in one scene, whereas I just feel stressed out by it. I just feel stressed the fuck out by it. You know? Whenever I have to have 2 characters that are talking to one another, I'm like, in my own head, I'm just like, does anyone even know that these are 2 different characters that are talking? I'm not good enough voice actor to differentiate between these 2 characters. You know? So they just, I just do this and turn my head this way to try and just delineate that this is one character and this is character B. I'm character B. I'm character 1. Hi, character B. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm doing great. I feel like there are 4 or 5 actual other players that could be talking right now. There are. Then why are you talking? Because they made these 2 characters talk to one another. Well, how long do they have to talk to one another? Well, as long until they've finished talking to one another and we're stuck here like this. But what are the players doing? They're just sitting there silently. Oh, really? Like they had to do during the part where you explained what the room looked like that they walked into and what they were doing there as well. So you've already done way too much talking because you're the DM and it's your job. That's correct. And now I'm still talking. I just feel fucking insane if I'm just doing that, you know? I know they don't care. I know no one cares because I've played in campaigns. And you just sit there going, ha ha ha, again! Ha 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 ha! More, roll another dice! Ha 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 ha! That's what you're doing. I know no one cares, but I'm insane. So in my head, that's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, Chiclet. I have to take off today from stream so that I can get shit done for the one shot. Oh yeah, dude. Oh, imagine having to do a one shot every week. Yeah, making a one shot is a whole fucking... the whole thing. You're gonna make a whole campaign. So annoying. It's so annoying. It's so like the most tedious like it's like a hydra of structure planning, because you're like, well, where is the one shot set? Here. Okay, why are they there? Because I need this and this to happen. So you've gone from one thing to 2 things. Okay, well, who's this character? They're from here. Where's here? Well, I need to write that. So here's where here is. Well, where is that in relation to here? Well, it's west. But I thought west was the mountains. Okay, so the mountains are here, so it's over here. So I now need to just figure out on the map that basically they're from here. Well, what's in between here and there, just in case they ask? Oh, I guess I have to write that. Okay, great. What about this character? Well, this character's from over there. And they know this other character. Wait, which other character? This one that I'm writing right now. So now I need to make this new NPC. What quest are they getting? Oh, this quest. But also they have to have a complete... it has to be completed in this one thing. So this character actually needs a little bit of a plot twist that it revealed that they're evil at the end. Okay, well, if they're evil at the end, we need to... what's their motivation? Well, their motivation is this, because of these 2 other characters. Which 2 other characters? These 2 characters I have to write right now. Why am I making a whole campaign? Why does this feel like I'm making the entire campaign again? Right? Anyone ever write a one-shot? It's crazy. The Hydra, you're just like, okay, I dealt with that one thing. 2 more things. Also, the production completely changes. It is a one-shot. It needs to look different. For Cura, I was just so like overwhelmed with stuff that all that happens is the background changed color slightly for each of the one-shots. I was like, I can't do too much more. I'll break. Coming soon, a new one-man show with an ensemble by Brad. No. I would literally want Wack to do that. The final episode of non-canon, the final goal is that Wack does a one-man show where he plays all of the different characters and then rolls for them as individual. He has to play each individual character and DM it himself, but he has to completely partition his mind and play it fully straight. Like, so each character is their own character with their own motivations, and he rolls for them, and no matter what happens, he can't, you know. And we just watch him every week for 2 weeks, like a crazy person in a cardboard box. Like you're just watching at this insane homeless guy. If we get 5K in one episode, I'll do it. I reckon he'll do it for 1. We'll lower that to 1. I think about playing all the characters at the same time a lot when gymming. Like I do the NPC chatter because it's one of my favorite ways to get immersed in a story. I try to do it to avoid too much exposition when I read stories that I can't empathize with or sympathize with. It usually makes me stop reading them. Yeah, I think one of the things that's it's definitely better than just explaining the world. Like I don't really do it as much as I used to. It used to be that my first session of a show would have half an hour of me just expositing what the world is and the political situation. But I don't really run political stuff, whereas you will run things that have a bit more political depth, which means you sort of need that exposition. And one of the best ways to do it is just to have a bunch of characters talk to one another. But the players don't know the political standing of the world because they don't give a fuck about anything you've been writing for the last 6 months to prep this show. So you have to explain it. So you can either do that with a big exposition dump or just have a bunch of characters talking, which was pretty cool. That's kind of what happened in Main Character. And it's the Final Fantasy 16 intro where you get like a bit of a moment where Clive is running around and then there's just this conversation with all the rulers of the world in one room. And then it goes back to Shiva fighting Titan. NPCs are not my DM strong suit. I can write a good one, but when it comes to playing them, I am shit. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that as well. People say that my NPCs are good and people really like them, but I feel like they're not. Like when I watch Whack do his NPCs, they seem like real people, and I'm like, mine do not feel like that. But, you know, I've long since given up trying to figure out what I'm good at and what I'm not. I just do what I do, and at the end of it, people tell me if they enjoyed it or not, and I just shut the fuck up and get on with the rest of my day. Because I have no way of differentiating what's imposter syndrome and what's legit when it comes to myself. I can't do it. Regardless of who says that my NPCs are great, I can't differentiate it. I have no idea. I just have a fog of war in my brain on what I'm good at and what I'm not. And sometimes I just have to either lie to myself, make a meme about it, and be like, I'm so good at this, haha, you guys suck, which is what I spend a lot of this stream doing. Or just trust other people. Trust. Pearly Platypus, my friend, thank you for the 51 month. Also, Weather Raccoon crept in before the stream began, I think, with that resub as well. Thank you very much. Hi, Newt. Newt is here. That means we can finally begin playing Dragon Age. What do you say to him? What do you say?
Ass.
The fuck, Fizz?
Yeah, tiny little big city elf, tiny little big city elf. Sean says the boy will be king. He's playing an elf, he's playing himself in a game. Yeah, ELF. He will be a rogue or a mage. Yeah, tiny little big city elf, tiny little big city elf. Sean says the boy will be king. He's playing an elf, he's playing himself. Let's fucking go. Tiny little big city elf, trauma and suits, the boy will be king. Welcome to Dragon Age with your boy Braid. Big city life, elf on the shelf. ELFPNIS.
That's right, it's time for some more delicious dragon penis.
Delicious.
What flavor? Dragon. Dragon flavor. It's exactly the one-shot rant. You get a lot of motivations and background details for NPCs. Yeah. 100%. I'm a big fan of having NPCs exposit information now. And also just like, if you make your NPC make sense in the world, then that describes everything. You know what I mean? If your NPC makes sense within the village that they're from, then you get a lot of information about that village because you're talking to an NPC who makes sense, who's from that village. So you just naturally osmose information from them about the setting that you're in. So you don't need to outright be like, the king is named Poopy Pants the 17th, and the king is married to Queen Poopy Pants the 19th. And they have 7 children. Each one is named... You know, you don't have to do that. But I used to think that you did have to. Alright, here we are. I don't remember a fucking thing. Oh, it crashed, didn't it, yesterday? Yeah, the stream crashed. And I just gave up. I was like, I'm not coming back. I'm not doing it. I had to go because I had to cook some dinner and prepare for D&D anyway. So I just gave up. I said something hilarious. The worst thing about the last stream is I said something absolutely hilarious and looked up and the stream had been disconnected. And it never made it. Never made it into the final cut. I don't remember what it was. I think it was a joke about Maya. City life, big elf, penis dragon. Tiny little big city elf. I don't know what is going on this week or why the stream keeps cutting out. My money is 100% on this game being the reason, because it was originally Twitch, but now I think it's this game because it did that thing where it mutes the audio, and I'm like, you got something going on. There's a conflict.
There it is. The hidden entrance back into the shop.
There's why you have NPCs exposit things. There it is. The hidden entrance back into the shop, explaining everything.
Rook. All clear down here.
Nice work. I'll get the door.
Oh, hi, Marissa. How do we feel about the name Marissa, by the way, guys? How do we feel about that name?
Good that you're still standing. Best let Asher know.
Brim full of Asher. It's a Wednesday. I want everyone to remember that I'm always very brain dead on a Wednesday. And brain dead is never a good place for me to be, because it means I just start singing shit and being annoying.
How did the Venatori even know about the shop? Isn't it supposed to be secret?
We help the people in Doctor. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn, that's different.
A broken walking stick. Ah, yes. First, the dog.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
It wasn't just Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted. If the gods control the blight, They might control the Darkspawn.
The gods control the blight. They might control the... I'll fight both anytime.
Darkspawn or Venatori makes no difference. We'll defeat them all.
If you're looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A
Oh, yeah,
warehouse
it's your
on
boy,
the other side of the
Tarquin.
city.
All
Lots
right,
of cult
lad.
activity. And some of them were spotted headed towards a shop.
He's from up
Could be a coincidence,
Sheffield
or it could be
way.
something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
Let us go, then. I have a colleague named Marissa. I would say it's an A name. In love
One
with Marissa.
day,
Revealed.
Nice to see
Accidentally
the Vipers
revealed.
still making waves around the city.
He made his
Accidentally
name
revealed.
freeing slaves and supporting their rebellions. He won't stop until slavery ends in Tevinter.
Oh, my lad. Have I not got any shoes on? Put some fucking shoes on. What do you think this is? OnlyFans? How do I put some fucking shoes on? I can put stuff in the dagger. Glaciate. All of your weapon attacks deal cold damage. Besiege. Light and heavy attacks are no longer penisalized. That's not a real word. Got no fucking shoes on. Oh man, look at that. That looks better, doesn't it? No? Not changing how he looks for some reason. Why not? Oh, because I changed it in the other house? Oh, I'm gutted. How do I change... Can I teleport back to the house? Oh my god, fucking just learn the controls, Bradley. Fuck my life. Fucking pressing the wrong button every goddamn time. Anyone else get annoyed with themselves? 19 ability damage. Ability damage is better. What does this one do again? This is better, but it doesn't change how he looks. Well, we can't live like that. Like an animal. Can I just fast travel back to the library and then back here again? I feel like I was told that I can do that. Damn it! Oh, this is bullshit. I don't like this game anymore.
Beautiful things to bring warmth and joy.
So, the Viper's real name is Asher.
A middle
Brimful
name.
of Asher
He calls
Rona.
himself Viper for first impressions. Or so he says.
What do you
His
mean?
real name is Matthew.
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
Theory has a new name tier list. I think Theory's in love with his colleague, and that's all. Turn off appearance. In character screen. I did it again. Told myself off and still made the same mistake. Lying. The eye next to the armor. Oh, it looks so stupid. Dude. How is that hat even staying there? Hide that fucking helmet. He looks okay like this. The hat looks so dumb. Much better. Now I look like a blackbird in a rookery. That's why they call me Rook.
Venatori, we're close. More Venatori. Guards, probably.
Missed every shot. Jesus Christ. Fuck it. Kill this motherfucker right now. got this move. Woo, baby. Oh my god, I'm so unbelievably bad at it. This ain't my game, guys. You know me, I'm more of an Elden Ring skillsman. Is he immune? How's he immune to shit? This? He's got one of these bullshits. Really need to learn how to block, don't I? Jesus. I have not yet found a not stupid helmet, really. Is it a Dragon Age thing to have stupid hats? It usually is in games. I turned it off in Final Fantasy XIV as well. This is not what I want. I want to be able to look at you. Now, what's the little move that I'm using? This one? Cannot be changed in combat. Oh, we're still in combat. I thought we won.
Everyone still alive?
Video games, trying to piss me off again. Video games are the games that have everything. Realized I was singing that halfway through. Whatever that song's called. Damage versus low health plus 50%. Damage versus high health plus 30%. What does this one lead to? Reduce cooldown. Adds an extra hit. Extra hit, baby. That's what we need. Extra attack. Oh, this is where we're going, huh? Hey, look, we got some shoes on now. Some little fucking ballet shoes. Some little twinkle toes. Some little fucking year 7 plimsolls for PE. Plimsolls. What a word. What a word. What do they even call it in America? Stop leaving the rooftop passage open.
Someone's mad about their fellow Venatori leaving the rooftop passage open.
Someone's mad about the other Venatori leaving the rooftop passage open. Perfect. That's not a thing to destroy, Bradley, you fucking absolute idiot.
Trouble ahead.
You know what? Oh my god, Bradley. Hit him with the big dick.
Let's keep moving before more of them come crawling out.
Let's keep moving before more of them come crawling out. I voiced this character. It's maybe 70% accurate. I reckon I could get away with it though, if I really tried and just went and did an interview on his behalf.
Must be close.
Good God.
It's all the Venatori guarding the place.
That's all the Venatori guarding the place.
Someone conveniently left the rooftop entrance open again.
Someone conveniently left the rooftop open again. Oh fuck, I fucked it up. Sorry, can we get that from the top please, Clem Fandango? You fucked it up.
Great. The Venatori are up to something.
Great.
Time to break it
Can't
up.
do that. Nowhere near. The voice is too low. Band of Smoke. Great band. Band of Horses. Ah, you can just do that. That's hilarious. Do a little twinkle toes jump.
They're summoning Darkspawn.
How?
We stop them, then we figure it out. They're
Hey,
using
boys.
magic to control that Darkspawn. We have to stop it.
We have to stop it. Well, she was really tired that morning recording that line, huh?
Why would anyone even want
We have to stop it.
Get back! Now's your chance. You'll step with
Got company to the left.
Thanks, Lacalis.
I tried to actually block those moves for once. And almost immediately died.
Not looking good, Rook.
Cut off his fucking penis.
That's all of the Darkspawn and Venatori. Let's search the place, figure out what they were doing.
Quick start leathers. Ability damage up, defense down. But do they look better? No. Get them off. Get them fucking clothes off his fucking back now. He looks like a dildo. I want him dressed up like a raven. Not a fucking sex toy. Right? He's meant to be a fucking big scary fucking assassin rogue, ain't he? Member of the fucking League of Shadows or something.
Look at this. Draining into the tunnels
Dress
below
him
the
up
city, perhaps.
like a bird.
One more way the Venatori released blight into our tunnels. I'll tell the other shadows.
The Helm of Light and Shadow. Now that looks good. But I wonder if it actually looks good. Let us find out. You know what? Star Wars. The most Star Wars, but acceptable. Turn it off. Venatori missive. Knight Commander Lenos, we are blessed indeed to have such a loyal friend in you. Continue to serve us and you will be richly rewarded for the glory of Tevinter Reborn. For the glory of Tevinter Reborn.
This note. Knight Commander Lenos of the Minrathous Templars is being paid off by Venatori.
Damn it.
A warning. Shadow dragons are watching us. Do not let them get close. The exact location of their hideout is unknown, but they use the catacombs. Send Darkspawn to root them out, or you'll be banned
This
from Reddit
explains
forever.
the Darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the shadow dragons are. Exactly.
Aneth Ara, Brad. Hope all is well. Oh, dude, imagine someone showed up and like being in a Ren fair forever. Aneth Ara. For the glory of all, for the glory of one. May his prism guide you. And you. My friend. There it is. Ritual instructions. Old Nan has blessed us with ancient knowledge. The relic lets us control Darkspawn through their blighted blood. Use it to destroy our enemies in his name. In his name. Instructions follow for a magical ritual to draw on the relic's power.
The gods gave the Venatori a relic they can use to control Darkspawn.
I had to Google the Dragon Age Elfish term for hello for that. Oh yeah, dude.
Rook.
Goddamn right you did.
If you needed help.
I think tired is a Neve character trait. Do you think so? Oh, hello. Matthew. Well, hello there, Matthew.
Did you find anything in there?
The risen gods taught the Venatori how to control Darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually a Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
All right. Is this the actual world map? Like I looked at this before. Is Tevinter in the middle there?
We managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here. What else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elganan and Gillenane like we thought. They gave the cult control over Darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
We'll handle whatever comes our way.
We can handle anything the Venatori throw at.
Listen, the way that I'm role-playing this is when he's at home and he's relaxed and he's with friends, he's just a cuddly little boy, okay? He's all soft. He's just a soft, friendly, he's just a nice guy, okay? He's been chilling. Deep down, he's a nice guy. And when he's at home, he's very agreeable. It's all good. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Relax. You'll be fine. We'll help you out. You need some money? Here's some money. What do you need? You want me to help you paint? I'll help you paint. Someone to help you carry the thing? You need to move house? I'll help you move house. He's a nice guy. Okay? But when he's on mission, and when he's in front of other people who are strangers, he's got to act like a fucking double R bad man. Yeah, basically, I'll fucking lay them out. Don't worry about it, though. Who you fucking chatting to, though, dickhead? I'll fucking kill you, bruv. You won't get murked. Okay? Because we're role-playing as... If you're wondering why suddenly, every now and then, he's very agreeable doing the thumbs up options, and then every now and then I do the fucking militant arms crossed across his thing with the knight's armor option. That's why, okay? And every now and then I'll do the little Joker option because he's meme lord, he's funny. He's a funny guy, alright? But he's strong, okay? He puts on a big manly mask, but underneath he's a nice guy, okay? And he's single. And would like to be married before the end of the year. So applications will be accepted through Discord.
Good that you're back. You know more about the risen gods than anyone. Not surprising, since you technically set them loose in the first place.
Now, let's not dwell on past mistakes. The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatori backers sit in the magisterium chambers, and now they wield power.
How's your head
given to
3
them
times
by the
larger than the
gods.
rest of your body?
We'll have to get along if there's any
Bloated head
chance of
syndrome from
surviving
theme Hospital.
Nay, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
Spent some time in the theme hospital. He managed to bring my giant head syndrome down. Hi, I'm Rook. We do need her. Who the fuck are you? You're Mavis Tilani. Oh, we know her because we are Shadow Children. I don't get starstruck much. I'm trying to think if I ever was starstruck. I've met some celebrities and have I ever been like... I don't think so. But I wouldn't say, hi, I'm Rook. I'd never admit help. Although he is memeing that he needs help. And I wouldn't quite be so fucking rude as to be like, who are you? I guess I would try and just... I would appeal to her sense of ego and be like, oh, I know who you are. Because then they're like, oh, do you? Yes, I'm special, aren't I? I'm a special person. Thank you for reminding me I'm special. And now they like you.
Your Majesty Mefaris Talani.
I'm a
I
manipulating,
watched
gaslighting
you
piece of
argue
shit.
against slavery in the
Everyone
Magisterium,
should
but
avoid me.
I had no
I
idea
don't
you
deserve
were a
to have any
shadow dragon.
friends.
I know you, don't I? Rook.
Oh, knows me.
They told me Varric stole you away for a job.
Knows who I am. You've bloody heard of me. I mean, I kind of have to do it.
Mefaris Talani has heard of me.
If Varric asked for your help, you must be something special. Shame I missed him while he was here. I've been away.
My giant
I'm
attack
low
on Titan
after all
head
the
and giant attack on Titan ears could
The
hear you from a
Venatori
mile away,
fabricated a
Rook.
scandal and had my Magisterium title stripped from me.
I'm sorry, I hadn't heard.
The person
we can talk
that
about it
eats.
later, if you want. My
Eren's
concerns feel
mother in the
petty
beginning
and
episode.
stacked against risen gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me? The Cobbled Swan, why?
The First Warden is here to speak with you.
The First Warden? Let's hope we actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think we'll need your help again.
Fully explain the gaslighting process, yeah. It's the entire industry I'm in, that's why. That's how everyone talks to everyone, and it is just so fucking blatant and annoying. The Venatori serve the risen gods, who have given the cultists magic that grants them control over Darkspawn. The cult's influence and power spreads, which means trouble for Minrathous and the world beyond. Battle robes? They're better, but do they look better?
Oh, I imagine word will spread eventually.
Not really, but they've done it too bad, I'll accept it.
Pleased.
New exploration level unlocked. A new exploration level is available. Return to the location via the world map through the crossroads.
And they'll do what?
No.
Exactly.
I
They've
will
already
not.
ousted me from the Magisterium, and we know they're too cowardly to attempt anything else.
Spotted any more Darkspawn?
Not close to the shop, but we're keeping alert. We haven't seen the end of them.
How did you join the Shadow Dragons?
Ah, but do they have
Helped
plim
make the
soles?
Templars look the other way when there was a
No,
slave
boots.
rebellion going down.
I wish I
Turned
could
out
wear
that the
boots.
Viper was helping. He brought me
My
on.
dream is to dress like a pirate, by the way. Wear boots like this. Jeans that tuck into them. There you are with your absolutely enormous head.
That Venatori stunt with the Darkspawn has me dreading what's to come.
You and me both.
City boy, suck my dick. Okay, we're gonna go meet the first warden. That's the Grey Wardens? I'm trying to remember who was in charge of the Grey Wardens at the end of Inquisition for me. Candlehop study. Do I remember a time when the Candlehops didn't run messages through the city? Such remarkable magical constructs. They seem to have no particular allegiance to the palace and absolutely none to the Venatori. In fact, they appear to actively avoid the cult. I even saw one burn their pamphlets. Where do they come from? And is it just me, or have there been more Candlehops around lately? The things from Mass Effect. Brad, what are you doing? Oh, just stealing this for my upcoming D&D campaign. Because I remembered something. Not really stealing. Although this is actually a very good idea. To have a little invulnerable ancient piece of technology that can run messages around between player characters and NPCs rather than having to get them to do it themselves is a pretty good idea. But nope, it was something else that I wanted to remember. I've just remembered in this moment. If I don't write it down, I'll never think about it. In Oracle's Rest, I have something similar. They have these things called jackstones that are just the most Deus Ex Machina machine of all time. Just so that I can write characters in and out constantly.
I'll stand in the doorway and let you escape.
And they can also use it like a credit card. And you can use it to just liquidate. Like if you go into a dungeon and you come back with a bag full of random shit, instead of having to run around selling each thing individually, you just type it into your little jackstone and it just liquidates it into the equivalent currency value. City boy. Alright, hang on 1 second. Listen to this. Jesus. Thank God that stall isn't manned. Let's get out of here before they find out that I fucking plucked an arrow into the front of his wares. Plucked an arrow into the front of his wares. Bradley, I don't think you're speaking English right now. Don't you always judge people in the channel for getting things wrong? I do, but they often mistake me taking the piss out of them as me laughing at them and not, in fact, acknowledging that we're all humans and sometimes humans make small mistakes. And it's hilarious to draw attention to the things that make us unique and individual, such as I have dyslexia or I am foreign. And Brad has no excuse. He's just dumb as shit. But no, go ahead and take everything personally. Boring. Where am I going? Oh, there's a way through here. Incredibly blind, he cannot see. Hard blindness on the game. Calm down, mate.
So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
Relax, bro.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Minrathis, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out.
Well, good.
Who's attacking me? Why? Who the hell are you?
More pressure!
Under fire! Rotate! Understood.
Take your shot.
Who are these guys?
There's our money.
Where the fuck is he going? Back here.
Let's end this.
I can't avoid it. I know, right?
Please, go on.
Well, good. I hate for assassins to find me predictable.
Who were they? They look like town guard or something. This is cool looking, huh? I do love a bridge. Who doesn't love a good bridge? Jesus. Look how insane that would look. Oh no, that's the town guard. Look at that armor. Just mercs, okay.
Did the Magisterium explain?
This looks a bit like that area in Dragon Age 2, doesn't it? Where you go into the city. Whatever the city is called in Dragon Age 2. That's what I thought first, right?
I'm
Yeah?
Jowen Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt.
Oh, First Warden of Weishaupt. I thought you were
for Grey Warden
Oh, you are a Grey
assistance
Warden.
after an incursion
What's
of the
Weishaupt?
Blight at Demeter's Crossing. You're a shadow dragon, I hear. A criminal organization of Tevinter insurgents. I was not surprised to learn that you are wanted for numerous offenses, including theft, murder, and wanton destruction of property.
Mythomatic in 15 years. Criminal, probably. Some wardens are criminals. I wrecked a slaver ring. Fuck yeah, dude. This is exactly what I would fucking say. The fucking Grey Wardens show up. The First Warden, this man who is any level of vague level of authority. And they're like, oh, you're a criminal? And I'd be like, fuck you, dude. I killed 700 people, sure. But freed 800 slaves, so...
Theft? You mean rescuing enslaved people? Murder? You mean the Venatori cultists who enslaved those people?
And destruction of property?
Just felt like it.
Fine. All I want to know is how
Spray painting the
Minratha's
Anton
crook
symbol and everything.
unleashed the Blight.
I saved the world from Solus, you bitch.
I was stopping an elven god from bringing down the Veil and destroying the world.
An elven god?
Fen'Harel, the Dreadwolf. He goes by Solus. He's got a lot of names.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales.
You look old enough to remember 10 years ago. The last time some shit popped off. Come on.
I am here because of the Blight.
Hang on, it gets worse.
We haven't even gotten to the real fairy tale parts yet. When we stopped Solus, 2 elven gods escaped from where he'd imprisoned them. Elganon and Gillenane. They're not just evil. They're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
I suspected more politicking from the remnants of the Inquisition. I see now that I was wrong.
I'm really glad to hear that.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
Now he's talking like the way I talk to you lot. I cackled at you look old enough to remember 10 years ago. He does, he looks old, you know? Not like, I mean, 10 years ago was the last load of bollocks that went off, wasn't it? This is 10 years after Inquisition.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard.
No, you ain't taking me fucking nowhere called Weishaupt. You'll try and take me to somewhere called fucking Weishaupt. What does Weishaupt even mean? I'm not going near it. Stay the fuck away from me. Denki's basement, yeah. 100%. You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard, and then I will be placing many items into your anus. Please, Denki, no. No, Denki, please. Please don't do that.
The danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
Think again, you fucking bitch.
That's not gonna happen.
I assure you, it will.
You will try.
We don't have time to fight. I need Grey Wardens marching with me, not at me. That's the only way we have a chance to stop the gods and the Blight.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do.
I mean, barely. The last couple times. Barely. I remember Dragon Age Origins, do you? You fucking shit. When was Dragon Age Origins? How many years ago from this game?
And we will do so without you causing confusion with your deranged conspiracy theories. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941 Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons.
Oh, it's him. Is that him? That's him. Why does he looks so different? I mean, obviously the art style makes him look different, but he's got like a full beard going on. He looks way better, actually. He looks kind of crazy. He's kind of got every possible haircut. They've given him every haircut. He's got a low taper fade and the Vikings thing and the Peaky Blinders thing. He's also got somehow a little mustachio villainous twirl thing and a little beard and a fucking soul patch or whatever it's called, the little fucking demon beard thing, and also a fucking beard that goes up. And he's got every haircut in one. How is that possible? Dorian sat down in the barber's chair and was like, I'll have one of everything.
Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions.
Oh.
I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded boy?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
Well, I was so excited to have the Grey Wardens on the side, but you've made an enemy
Was
today.
it something I said?
Magister Pavus.
Magister Parvus, your timing is impeccable.
Well, a flawless entrance, I'd say.
Thanks for the rescue. I don't think I could have survived the Grey Warden prison.
A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Ivaris Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
We can see her head from here. They say that you can see her head from anywhere on the planet. I need the First Warden. I think we made an enemy. The First Warden's a problem. You're a Shadow Dragon agent?
I've heard other Shadows talk about you, but your relation to us
one
was
of my
never
boys.
entirely clear to me. You one of us? Or just a powerful ally?
That depends on your point of view. Perhaps you've heard of the Lucerni.
Lightbringers. A political faction pushing for change in Tevinter.
Started by Mayvaris and I, yes. After she was framed for treason, the faction was dissolved, ostensibly. Maevaris Tilani is not a woman who surrenders easily. She just took the Lucerni underground.
Oh. Bring the light.
She protected me. Kept my name spotless so I could remain in the Magisterium as her eyes and ears. So, one of you, or just an ally? Which do you think?
I think we made an enemy.
I think we made an enemy of the First Warden today. Well, more you than me. He just thinks I'm a dangerous idiot.
Ha! Enemy? I've ignored greater men. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own.
Oh god.
Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
Uh-oh. I'm in danger. Don't judge my fringe, okay? How dare you?
I need to talk to Varric.
Dumot's breath.
Return to
I
the
wasn't
lighthouse.
expecting to see
Can I just do that here? City boy. Are we talking to Varric?
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right? Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
It hurt Harding somehow. I've looked at it. Of course I've looked at it.
I've been fidgeting with this thing since I picked it up, Varric. I know what it looks like.
Remember that story I told you about me and Hawk, Meredith and Orsino? How the trouble started in Kirkwall? On our expedition to the Deep Roads, that's what
Hawk's
we
still
found.
alive. I remember Hawk showing
That's
up
what
in
my
3.
brother tried to kill us for. An idol made of red lyrium. That sang a song which drove anyone who heard it
this was
mad.
how we found him.
Are you sure it's the same thing?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's
Everything with
pure
Varric is
lyrium.
always, remember that
No
story
one,
I told
not
you?
even the dwarves in Orzammar
So that I can justify
were
how you
pure
remember
lyrium
this
like that.
information.
It's too dangerous.
If that's true, if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook.
I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
What did that look like to you, Harding? What did you see when you walked in here? Me talking to myself like a fucking maniac? Or is Varric laying on the bed? You're looking better.
You seem a
I'm a
little
nice
more
guy,
comfortable
okay.
with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are
I'm on board with
weird,
your theory, yeah?
but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
Did you come in?
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens.
Didn't look at him.
I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us?
Just comments.
After the first
No
warning and
conversation.
everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Look at him.
Okay. Let's see who's in
Look
our
at
corner.
Varric. God damn it. He died, didn't he?
Of course, Chuckles put his hideout in the Fade. His favorite weird, awful, creepy place.
Chuckles.
Hello, my name is Chuckles. Chuckles the Jester. Part man, part gnome, part imp. You see, my father was a man. My mother was a gnome. However, when I was born, an evil wizard named Steven transformed my body into that of an imp. And then I took part in a play designed for the king. The king commanded a play from us. It was about a green witch and Ariana Grande. I played the part of the Green Witch and began to fly. The song I sang went a little something like this. Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. You know the worst thing about presenting as a straight male man? Can't go and watch Wicked. I just have to wait and watch it in secret, like Barbie. And then pretend I didn't like it. Now, I haven't found any info about it, but my speculation is that Varric is actually Solus in some way. Ooh, that's even worse than I'd thought about. I mean, it makes sense, though, because Solus does actually want us to complete the task. Jesus. So that he can be free again. I mean, there has to be a very slight element of magic involved because
Caretaker
he's
must be
too...
regaining control of the crossroads.
He's like too knowledgeable and too real.
Who moves around,
Otherwise,
or
Rook is
different?
just fully schizophrenic. You know?
Spirits who all look the same.
As needed, Dweller.
Right.
Hello. Let's go then.
Dweller.
What's this part of the world look like? All the Fade.
That cold. I felt it the moment the boat docked.
That's the Fade going right to your bones.
Lovely gameplay. Why are you shushing Newt? Wait, what's happened? Am I stupid? You got me on the right day for being a dumb shit. I have very little brain power on Wednesdays. I also have very little power on Saturdays, but you don't see me on Saturdays anymore. I don't tend to stream on Saturdays now. Just one more episode of Cura to go. One more. And I will have brain power on Wednesdays again for a little while. A very short amount of time. A couple of weeks, and then I'm back in. We are doing a round table, but those are easy. They're easy on my brain.
Darkspawn. Let's clear them out.
Hola. Goodbye. Misa is not fighting the Darkspawns. Misa refuses to do as we wish.
Do I have to? God damn it. At least let me have this. Oh. Wow, dude. Don't ruin that one. That's what you were shushing Newt about. I was like, what? Was that a spoiler? I'm like sitting here trying to figure out how that could have been a spoiler for the game. I was like, what? Did Newt just spoil something? What happened there? That's hilarious. You should. I would have been like that for the whole fucking thing today as well. Can't see because my cat. Hello.
Here we go.
I really must learn how to.
Rat range.
You not?
Got him to the distance.
Take care of that motherfucker and I'll kill these little idiots because they're annoying as shit. Couldn't let you suffer anymore? No, you must let me suffer as long as possible. There's nothing more funny. Nothing more funny in this world than leaving the streamer to suffer. There was a time where, to avoid that from ever happening, I would put on this screen the gameplay.
The gods want this place. They do not care how they defile it.
Right? So that if that happened, at least it wasn't that embarrassing, but I was like, no, it has to. The most embarrassing thing. It's one of the most embarrassing things that's ever happened to me in my entire life. Was a stream absolutely years ago. One of the Skyrim playthroughs. I don't think it's one of the ones that's in the VOD, but maybe there is. I feel like this is pre me trying to be a legitimate streamer era of streaming, but I don't know. It might be in the VOD somewhere, but it was for sure Skyrim.
It was your idea to hire me.
I made the suggestion. Made the call. Why? Are you worried I have ulterior motives?
An altar to a wolf.
That I planted the idea in Rook's head for my own ends?
That wasn't where this was going.
Really? Because I'd have questions. A Tevinter mage breaks a demon-possessed assassin out of prison.
Joker
What's her
trophies.
Mierda. And people say I'm overly suspicious.
To get the true ending. Collect 109 wolf statues to be able to get the true ending. Yeah, easily the most embarrassing thing I've ever done in my entire life. Not true. One of the most embarrassing things I've ever done on the stream. There was a spider nest boss fight in Skyrim that I just couldn't beat, and I'd gone in like 100 times trying to defeat this fucking thing. I couldn't do it, man, and I was like properly, like completely like getting like crazy about it. And I guess at some point I was like, right, fuck it, guys, we're going in. We're gonna do this. This is it. This is the fucking time. And like the music, I fucking set the music up and I was like, let's fucking go. And I didn't put the gameplay back on the screen. And this was like way back when I'd first started streaming. And I was like, let's fucking do this. And I fucking ran in and it was like you know when I'm like 1000% energy, just full on 1 billion% energy. And I was like, rah, and I was like fighting this fucking thing, properly like trying to fight, like, and it was like the longest boss battle ever. And I'm like in there in the game, fucking like absolutely annihilating this spider, screaming, fucking commentating, going absolutely fucking nutso the entire time. And I look up and like 20 minutes later, I was like the whole thing, like didn't read the chat, didn't look, didn't nothing, just the whole time I was full screen. And it, like now, I feel nothing. I've done it so many times. The things I've done on this channel and the things I've done on stream and whatever, I'm immune to it at this point. There's very little I could do that I think would embarrass me too badly. You know, I get more worried about like accidentally showing my penis and getting banned, you know, rather than the horrific embarrassment that would come with it. I don't think I would care at this point. Be like, yeah, it's grotesque and small. That's not what I'm concerned about. The embarrassment level is nothing. But back then I was like horrified by it. Like I couldn't sleep. I was like, all I thought about for weeks. Like I'd be there laying there at night, like trying to go to sleep, and I'd remember the fact that I was full screen during that boss battle and how embarrassing that was. So I was so unbelievably embarrassed by it. And then I proceeded to stream every day for the next 10 years, and I've done it so many times at this point that it means nothing. But I just remember, like, the first time I really did it really badly, it almost killed me. I almost quit. Horrific. Everyone else has left. With the Fade sundered from the physical world by this new veil, it's harder to reach this place, and people want the safety of home. They say the Evanuris are gone. But I promised the Dreadwolf I would help. My work here isn't done yet. I'll stay as long as I can. Sarah Varin, last of their team. Last of her name. Perfect defense is super good when you can get the parry off, but it's so hard as a rogue to not jump around everywhere. Yeah, my natural inclination is to dodge everything, but some of the movesets on the skill tree are like, you know, pull off a perfect parry and then hit square. I can get, the thing is, if I don't try and get some parries off, I'll never ever use it. Like the way my brain works, I've got to I have to learn immediately or I'll never learn. What the fuck is my team? You remember that, Gabe? That's hilarious. Yeah, I don't know when it was. It was pretty early on in my streaming approach. I had like stuff set up, so it wasn't like super early doors. Technically, the first stream I ever did was, I think, in 2014. I didn't properly start streaming until like 2015. And then I didn't really take it seriously until I guess the end of 2015, early 2016, something like that. And then, you know, obviously I've been doing it full time as a career, as an actual job that pays my rent since 2019, but I'm doing it, you know, for fun and taking it with an element of seriousness. It would have been like 2016 probably. So I'd imagine it's probably in there somewhere. I'm trying to think where I was. I think I was in my first apartment in Brighton. So that would have been 2015, 2016, I think. Old Brad is a lot like Now Greg. Stygian Gate episode 2. Ooh, Dark Vision. Haha, Ravenloft. No fucking idea what you're saying to me right now. I believe it's accurate.
Warden Zevka
I have
and
no
Antoine
idea what
answered
you're
our letter.
saying.
They're willing to talk.
In the middle of nowhere?
Where the first warden won't notice. But if they don't listen...
It's Simba.
Your distraction worked. Could have said it when we were farther away.
Désolé, I didn't say it was a good plan. Ah, you made it! Harding, we meet again.
Antoine, Evka, you look well.
And you must be Rook. Heard some colorful things about you.
A real schizophrenic statement. Who the fuck are you? Comic book characters, aren't they? I bet. Heard some colourful things about you. I guess I'd say I'm not surprised. Meme that. Shrug that off with a meme.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I can imagine.
What have you come to talk about?
The elven gods are changing the blight. Darkspawn too. There was a village, Demetta's Crossing. They overran it with the blight in a snap. We saw the aftermath.
Whatever they're planning, it's bad. And if it involves the Blight, we need Warden help.
A change? Manipulation. That could explain. But...
Frustrated silence.
You believe me?
That the elven gods are here, and... It's a lot to accept. But we've been looking into oddities with the Blight ourselves. It's... altered. I can feel it. And your story...
A lot lines up.
Please, we want to help. You've got to trust Harding, or then fucking do something about it.
Then make the rest of the Wardens see it. The world won't wait for your stubborn boss.
Some of the rumors about you were true.
If the first Warden believes that village was an aberration, or that it did not happen as you say...
We're not exactly the First Warden's favorites. Your word and our theories won't win the whole order.
So what do we do?
If the Darkspawn are changing, Davrin might help. Even among Wardens, he's known as a monster hunter. He got pulled on a mission. Not sure what, but it's farther into the mountains. We can get you a rough location.
I married someone with good advice. You find Davrin, and we'll keep after the Blight.
She's married, but I want to marry the dwarf with the jawline. I'll be nice.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us if this works out.
Travel safely. We'll be in touch.
Who doesn't love a 4'3" chick with a jawline?
Well, I'd say we found the camp. So did some Darkspawn, looks like.
The fire's still going.
Were they ambushed?
My God. It's a pterodactyl. You have a pet griffin?
Easy, boy.
A bloody griffin?
I'll be damned. A griffin.
Trouble is, he's not sure what you are. Neither am I.
Rook, Evka and Antoine sent us. We're looking for Davrin.
You found him. Mind telling me why you smell like Darkspawn? Griffins hunt Darkspawn.
Whose voice is that? I don't recognize that voice. It's not us. You are being hunted.
Maybe they're hunting you. There's Blight on the tent.
What? Where are Lancet and Remy?
The camp was empty when we got here.
I wonder why we only brought one companion with us. We get Davrin.
We can help.
Try to keep up.
Yeah, he's adorable. I would like a pet
He's got a
griffin
scent.
now, please.
Follow the squawks.
I thought griffins were extinct.
We want the world to think that. It's why we're training in the middle of nowhere. Hassan, don't get too far ahead.
Take that as a no.
If he even listens, has a mind of his own.
Got him. Show me the griffin again. Show me him. Allow me pet griffin. Very hungry today.
He spotted something.
Noises are good.
Those are darkspawn.
Dead Darkspawn. These were part of the training.
Hassan was half right.
There's no time for half wrong.
Where is he?
Hassan, we're looking for live Darkspawn.
He understands.
Not sure he understands anything but dinner. Keep on it, Hassan. They're around here somewhere.
Climb up. Sets to it or with the food eating jump scare. ASMR. Well, I wasn't going to make that jump.
How do we get up that?
Griffins have been training for this sort of thing.
Cool
Let's see if
looking.
Hassan was
Still
paying
doesn't
attention.
feel to me like we're in the Fade though. This is just the Grand Canyon. Oh, this isn't the Fade. Okay, I'll allow it. But then that also is one of the reasons. I'm not a fan of the Fade in this. Because it should be obvious.
Impressive. Did you teach him that?
Nice.
No, Lancet and Remy did. They're the Griffin Whisperers.
So you're the bodyguard?
Griffins are the Warden's greatest legacy. Someone has to... Hold up. There's the Darkspawn. Let's get in there.
I hate fighting darkspawn. I think I can avoid them.
That's why it's a job for professionals. Hassan, attack!
He just casts a meteor. This is what I want. Just only AoE skills like that.
Remy, where are you?
Remy. No. Anyone but Remy.
Remy, where are you hurt?
Everywhere. A monster came out of nowhere. Darkspawn were following it. Lancet ran ahead.
Exactly, Whack. That's what I want it to look like. Dog shit.
Davrin, remember. A light touch. Asan's still learning.
You're the trainer.
Not anymore.
No. Remy. Hold on. No!
We have to keep going.
Doesn't give a shit.
Let's get through here. Those two statues are the spare key. Line up the symbols.
What did you mean by it's back?
Something's stalking Grey Wardens. We call it the Gloom Howler. I'm hunting it. Started happening 7, 8 months ago. Darkspawn obey it. There's some kind of hold over them.
Guess she's dead, my oldest, closest friend. Huh. Well. Hi, Davrin. Yeah, we're going to get you to do a take. Okay, so this is the moment when one of your closest friend in the Grey Wardens dies. The trainer of your pet, Asan. And she sort of hands over that training to you, handing down the mantle. And the line is and sort of screaming, wrenching pain as one of your closest allies dies in your arms. No, Remy, no. Okay? So the line is no, Remy, no. Please, God. God, no, not another one. Please don't die. Not like this. Okay? So whenever you're ready, let's go for a take. And take one, action. Perfect. Great job. Okay, on to the next one. Let's send that one out. Send that copy out. Great. Great job. Smashed it. I didn't even look that there was a symbol on the front of that, by the way. I just went with the griffin.
Asan, on me!
Because that seems to be the theme. And I only noticed it once the thing went. Hello!
No time for hide and seek, Asan. This is real.
How'd he get his name?
It's Elven for arrow. Hope he grows into it.
The bridge is out.
This place is falling apart. There's a ladder up there. That's our way through this.
Come on, son.
Good job.
Jesus Christ. The character's not good at jumping.
Watch yourself! There's Darkspawn!
Make this quick. We have to get through here. Asan can help in the fight.
Take that, you fucking doomsday-looking motherfucker. Oh, Jesus, there's another one. Colossal berserker. I don't want to be fighting on this shitty little ledge. Stop. Back on the ledge. Get off the ledge. good, baby? Wanna fight? Fuck it. Got it. Reinforced binding belt. Grants resistant on healing.
Well, that sounds cheery.
It's coming from the area. There's an elevator we can use to get up there. Never seen Darkspawn this bold. Not unless there's a blight.
Weishauptsveil.
There's a blight.
The wardens told you this?
I told them, but your first warden doesn't want our help.
He's a stubborn one.
The Gloom Howler wants the Griffins. Why?
The real question's how it knows about them. Up until now, it only went after wardens. Now it shows up here with a rabble of Darkspawn? These Griffins are a secret.
Not anymore.
Kinda looks like the dagger we're after, isn't it? Or we have. You'd think he could make a tiny little jump like that, but he really struggles. Sweet bro. Hello.
Hi.
Keep moving. The area's not
Orc banned me, so I sub here. Really? That's hilarious. What'd you get banned for? Right, fuck you first. Getting there. I'm learning. 2 days ago you asked people to unsub. I said that I never did and never will. Oh yeah, I was there when he did that. He didn't unban you. What a pussy. Yep, shadow banned in this chat. I don't know how to like clear you in this chat room but leave you banned in there. Guess I'll ask him personally to unban you later on. You have to promise to subscribe to Orcish. I promise. I will never die. Christ.
That was the last one. Damn it, it's Lancet. I want this thing's head on a pike.
What is that?
Made the gloom howl. Exploding darkspawn? What is this?
Like
What
I
is this,
said,
The Last
this
of
blight's
Us?
different. Everything's wrong.
What is this? Some sort of The Last of Us? Exploding darkspawn? What is this? Some sort of The Last of Us Part 2? What is this? The Last of Us clickers? It cannot be. It must not be. I'm so hungry today because I didn't eat anything yesterday. Jesus. I love its design. Get him out of there right now. Let him out.
More griffins!
We have to get them out of there.
Can't. Some kind of blood magic on these locks. It's okay, just calm down. You two run.
How do I free them? Is it in the next area or did I miss it? Must be I have to kill the thing, huh? Come here. Got me, boy. You just clipped me on the tip of the peen. And I will never forget what you've done here today. Come here. You're pissing me off. To have that. Jesus Christ. Oh, tried to block out. We must free the griffins. This one's blue. Looks like a little parrot. We have to get them out of here. We have to break.
Heads up. We've got one more dark spot.
Can't imagine playing a mage in this game. What does the mage gameplay look like? What was the other option? Just a typical fighter. Shield, sword and shield. Jesus, shield and shield. Brain functioning at 4%. brain functioning at 3%, brain functioning at 2%, brain on life support. Frenzied ogre. Whack Stephen in the morning before he has a coffee. I blocked that and you all saw it, right? Why does it always unlock? Good God.
You're not taking these griffins.
God. We have another skill point that we are able to place where we are wanting it, but I am not sure where I'm going to put it. We have another ring that we can put on as well. Some cold damage. 9. Oh, we also have to give him something special. He has a new weapon, the Blight Killer. Very nice. She also has a different amulet that she can wear. Yes. Yeah. And my own skills will be placed. The Hurricane of Blades. Yeah, we will have the decisive finale. I have much more points than I realized. We will have more stagger potential. Yeah, I do not know what momentum is, so I will not be purchasing it. I don't know what that means. I didn't know I could charge my bow. Yes, we will have more damage for light attacks. What is this? I don't know what momentum is. I don't know what strike abilities are. We will have more physical resistance instead. Momentum is what you use to get to use abilities. Fuck. Should have taken the momentum stuff.
They're up there.
Refund it. I'm gonna do it when I actually understand literally anything. That's me. That's what I look like.
Their blood is mine.
Literally me on
I'll
propranolol.
spill mine before that happens.
And I'll collect Great Warden.
One big arm, one little
Both
arm.
of you.
Yeah? Let's give it a go.
Your time will come. Mortal threats are a dull blade.
They're panning. Did she take all the griffins with her? What a piece of shit.
There are only 13 griffins alive in Thetis.
Jesus.
That monster just took 12 of them.
Christ.
What if we could help get them back?
I'd ask, what's the catch?
None. I'll do it for free.
I need a monster hunter.
It's more important to me than the
For
blight.
the blight to end all blights.
The first warden agreed to this?
We're rogue. We don't need approval.
I don't need permission to save the world.
I do. Usually.
These are unusual times.
Well, you did save Hassan back there, so you're no lightweight. And if you can help get the other griffins back...
He likes the idea?
He's hoping you brought food. All right. Come on, Hassan. Let's get to know our new friends.
The rain is nice, yeah, the way it hits their bodies. While seeking an ally in the Grey Wardens, the team met Davrin and his young griffin, Hassan. But disaster struck when a terrifying monster, the Gloom Howler, stormed the Griffin Eyrie and kidnapped Hassan's brothers and sisters. Davrin agreed to join the team on the condition that they rescue to hunt the Gloom Howler and rescue the missing griffins. Yeah, dude. I mean, I would have done it with or without him, to be honest. I would have done it with or without. With or without you. With or without you, I can't save.
So this is where you live,
all of the
in
griffins.
the Fade?
Yeah, it's cozy. And the gods can't find us here.
Right. Never going to get used to that.
We'll find you and Hassan a nice...
Rook!
What's wrong?
It's bad, Rook.
Very.
They sent word. Treviso's under attack by a blighted dragon.
Damn it. The one we saw at Demeter's Crossing.
It has to be.
Nev,
What is it?
We heard from the Viper right after the crows. Another dragon is attacking Minrathous too.
It's... No.
You got back just in time.
Let's go then.
Then grab your gear and let's go.
Go where? We cannot be in two places at once.
There's about 45 of us, of course.
Treviso's a merchant city. It has no defenses, and the canals run everywhere. If we don't stop that dragon, people will die. Innocent people. My people. They either die right away from the dragon, or slowly after, from blight in the water. We need to go to Treviso.
And leave Minrathous to burn?
Nev.
You're a shadow dragon, Rook. You know the Viper, Tarquin, every damn shadow. We'll fight to the end, but people will get hurt, or worse. And if we fail, the Venatori will take advantage. They'll make a push for the throne, and hand the gods the entire Tevinter Empire.
What's happening in Minrathous? Fucking hell. Speak any English. What's happening in Minrathous? I thought that it was attacking both places. I misunderstood what they were saying, but they're saying we have to go to both places. Separate. They're both separate attacks. Jesus. English. I am so hungry. 2 dragons. All right, so one of the bastards. It's the dragon gods. One, well, I can't remember what they're called. Ghislaine. So we can save either Minrathous with all the Shadow Boys. I mean, the Shadow Boys can handle themselves. And what's the other one? Venice, Italy. They'll be doing us a bit of a favor, to be honest. I reckon if that dragon kills that fucking bastard Diago.
If we decide to...
Damn it! There's no time! It's my city. Our city. I need to be in Minrathous.
And I must go to Treviso. Go where you feel you must, Rook. We cannot wait.
Oh, he's gonna go anyway? All good.
What's our move, Rook?
Minrathous. Help Nev and the Shadows stop the Blighted Dragon in Minrathous and prevent a Venatori coup. Help Lucanus and the Crows protect Treviso civilians from the Blighted Dragon and reluctant Blight poisoning. Oh god, they had to put the word civilians in there. This is the political answer, and this is the hero answer, and it pisses me off, because I want to do Minrathous. But I think this is the bad guy answer, and this is the good guy answer. The part of me that's like, we should save the civilians is this one. But the rest of me is like, this one. I have no allegiance really to Minrathous, because they're like, you're from there. Don't care. The Shadows are my boys, but also the Shadows could definitely fight. Off the dragon. That's the justification. But really we should probably help the people. But this is also the kill the rich option. Stop the rich from gaining more power. Civilians die every day. Civilians are idiots. You people are civilians. You're out there driving cars irresponsibly and drinking. Get the fuck out of here. You guys die from stupid shit all the time. You're like dogs. You barely know you're even alive. Fuck them. Kill the rich. Kill the rich. Kill the rich. Stop the rich. Fuck them.
Yeah, I know. I don't like it either.
Nah, they're idiots.
If the Venatori
they'd probably just fall over and die anyway.
Get a whole lot worse.
Dragon or no dragon.
That said, 2 of you should go to Treviso. See if you can help Lucanus get the civilians to safety. And we'll head to Minrathous.
Understood.
Let's all try to make it through this alive. All right?
I went with Treviso, but I'm doing Antivan Crows. So you started as a crow? Yeah, I don't care about the factions as much, like my allegiance to one faction or another. But what I do care about is whatever stops rich people from becoming more rich, whatever stops more power being placed into the hands of people who don't deserve power, which means my only option is Minrathous. And people are the worst. I'm a misanthrope. I say fuck them. They suck. Learn how to look after yourself. Grow up, dude. Get a job. Who we taking with us? Davrin's probably better, isn't he? Sword and board. I think I prefer him to the other two in terms of fighting style. Got 2 skill points. 1, 2. Party confirmed. If it wasn't a dragon killing us, it would be poor diet. Yeah, you people die all the time. Oh my god.
Dragon circling Meanderalis grounds. Gotta hurry.
We stop the rich while we can.
Watch out!
Here it
was
is.
expecting it to be
It's the
bad.
red one.
No
It's a
time
red
to
and blue
waste.
dragon,
We
right?
need to find Nev.
They mean to stop. Your lord demands death.
Wow. How dare you touch me?
Strike again, disciple.
What the hell was that?
I am blessed. Do not cannot you worthless bother.
This way Wax Steven gets to see what the other side of this storyline looks like as well. I did it for him. Ah, controller pulling to the left. Tell me this one's already broken as well. No gods, no masters. People will have to look after themselves. If I don't kill the rich, no one will. These are the same fucking civilians that voted them into power. They don't deserve my allegiance. If I don't kill the rich, no one will. Rook, what the fuck? My only purpose in this life is to kill the rich. But there'll be no people left to give the power back to. Then so be it. I did my part. I'm doing
Well,
my part.
About time.
Wow.
You knew I'd come.
It's your city too.
The dragon's tearing up the city. And the
Oh, the
Venatori are
dragon's
taking
tearing up
advantage
the
of the
city.
chaos to seize
Oh, this is
control.
the city that has
I've heard
Tarquin and
they've made it
Viper
all
in.
the way
Oops.
to the Archon's palace.
Oh wait, no,
Forget
no,
the
I'm
Venatori
stupid,
for
I
now.
knew
We
that.
need to stop the dragon. We can't fight
Getting
it while it's
confused.
flying. We need to ground it. If we can keep it here, we can stop it from destroying the city.
All right. Let's see if I can get its
Is there a
attention.
ballista in town we can use? The old skin and ballista.
The Imperium witness the handiwork of
Tried to block it. God damn it. I don't know who I'm locked onto most of the time.
Attack and attack again.
Good to go again. Keep that up, Rook.
Oh.
The gods demand more.
In the back.
Chaos, decay,
You again.
past in ruin, and the last few mortal servants of the Dreadwolf.
Oh my god, you're so gross.
We need only one thing from you. Surrender it,
A Silent Hill
and you may
monster.
go. Give up the Dreadwolf's dagger.
Come get it.
By force, then. Whatever remains of you will become my new creation.
Oh, you aren't the dragon, you're just controlling it? Did she transform into the dragon or not? I thought she was turning into the dragon.
She's blind.
Yeah, no, this is Seatooth Virantus.
That's unexpected. What should we do?
What we came to do.
Oh my god. Fuck this, throw it out now. Ow. dead immediately.
She's blighted. There's a strange feeling to her. The gods corrupted her.
Unlock, Jesus.
That's unexpected. What should we do?
Well, we can't.
Can't see a fucking thing. If you don't lock on, you can't aim at anything as a rogue. But lock on locks only onto the head. So weird. Maybe I got a bit of a twist.
They're in range!
Fucking hell.
Got company to the left.
Don't care. Oh, unbelievably large AoE.
Got us at range.
With the colourful leg.
Got you covered.
Fucked up so unbelievably badly there. I mean, it's ruining my life. Almost staggered.
I caught my breath. There's our chance. Get in there.
Come on. Oh, it doesn't do like a stagger move.
Done.
What is happening? Did I accidentally click it? Fuck's sake. I fucked all of that up.
We have toyed with these morsels long enough. Your strength is needed elsewhere.
That's it?
Hear my voice and return.
Get back here, you shit.
It's gone, but it's wounded.
We know we can beat it now. If it bleeds, we can kill it.
We were so close.
Just a little taste.
I know
I
we
suspected
can
it
beat
would
that
be. It
thing.
seems too early in
If
the
only
game
we were
to kill
faster.
the big
Or
bad
figured out its
dragon
weaknesses
head.
a little quicker.
And we have to keep it grounded.
Take the win. Dragon's still out there, but it could have been worse. It would have been worse if you weren't here.
There's another dragon in Treviso. Maybe there's still time.
Let's go. Hold on, Lucas.
Oh, we do both anyway.
We're on our
so it's
way.
not a big deal. I mean, unless we arrive and everyone's already dead and they're just trying to rub it in. Oh, the blight's in. It's in the water. It's over. Leave. Move. Ain't staying here, man. Damn. Chernobyl.
We chased away the dragon in Minrathous. Did you kill the one?
We did not.
Alright, well, you suck then.
That
You
monster
had one
flew
job.
around the city for hours before it left.
Could have stabbed it.
Utterly out of reach.
Why didn't you stab
It
it,
rained
Viago?
ice on the city and spread blight in the canals.
Why didn't you stab it then?
Treviso survives for now.
Don't you have a
As do
demon
the
in you?
crows. But
I mean, what you could have done was literally fought the dragon like we did. How much damage? I made a call. I came as fast as I could. Probably go with I made a call here. There's the option to say I had to save my people, but that's not why I did it. My motivation for picking the other place was kill the rich. The rich cannot be allowed to have any more power. It's my #1 prime directive. I don't want to know about the damage because I will not accept any blame and I don't need any more guilt. I could say I came as fast as I could, but I can't look like a pussy in front of Lucanus. I just can't. He's too much of a bad man. So I've got to say I made a call. Which is also just the best line anyway in the movie if you get to be that. I made a goddamn call! I had to do something and I did something. It may not have been everything, but I made a call! You know.
I can't be in two places at once. I made a choice and hoped the center would hold.
Minrathous has mages, walls. It's not an open invitation to a dragon.
It wasn't a normal dragon. We couldn't even kill it. We just fought until it left.
Rogue, you know Grey Wardens. Can they do anything about the blighted canals?
Maybe not right away. They'll have their hands full with the gods.
They also hate me.
Just send them word, please.
We will not be idle. There are people to save and Antam to be made examples of. The city must know who did this. Give us time, Rook. If you truly wish to help, the crows will have work.
The others, Nev, are they all right?
They are.
Then I can focus on Treviso. Once we find our footing, the blood of these gods will flow.
This is fun for me because I chose. Everyone chose Treviso because Treviso was obviously the correct answer, and that's why I chose the other one because I have to be a fucking little different special child. The dragon attacking Minrathous has fled. I bet it's gonna have. There's gonna be something will happen later on where this will swing back around, and it will have some sort of consequence later on, I bet. The dragon attacking Minrathous has fled on Gillanane's command. Thanks to the team's efforts, disaster was averted. Treviso, on the other hand, suffered from the lack of assistance.
Blighted dragons, darkspawn are being
They're going to come back and get me later on.
Maybe Solus will know something.
They're gonna come back and get me later on. That much I can tell you. That much I know. That much for sure. What are you, a side quest?
Greetings, friends. Chance Candide, at your service.
Chance Candide.
Ah! Taya and Viago have mentioned that you can be trusted, and I require assistance. The Blight has piled itself onto the streets, choking off the city. We cannot have it. I will mark where it is worst. Please, go and clear it away. I see a Grey Warden in your party. You must know how to handle Blight, Sir Warden.
Just leave it to us.
Gladly.
No. Well, they taught me. Oh, we're going to speak to fucking Solus? Oh, Jesus Christ. Are they all related? I have no idea, to be honest with you. No idea. Fucking hell.
It's been a while since I was in Tevinter, but I remember you. I was chasing a rageling, and you were after
The Voldormer job?
Is that what you call it? I call it a mess.
Then joining this team, it'll be just like old times.
I know I can fast travel, but I was actually listening to the character dialogue. Thank you very much. I guess some people don't care about the inter-character play, character dialogue, do they? I guess some people don't care. Some of us do, right? Some of us are trying to enjoy the experience and not just skip all the cutscenes. Oh yeah, because you lay on the bed.
When last we spoke, you intended to assault the cruel and the corrupt, in hopes of finding servants of Elganon and Gillenane. Has your search been successful?
You could say that. It looks like both the Venatori and the Antam are working for Elganon and Gillenane.
Unsurprising. The Venatori want magical secrets, and the Antam want to destroy anyone opposing their brutal expansion. Both will readily bow to anyone who promises them power.
And they're using that power to hurt a lot of people. The Antam and the Venatori both have dragons doing their bidding.
Dragons? That is worse than I had feared.
Yeah. We drove off the one the Venatori brought into Minrathous. Barely.
Have you determined how the dragons are being directed? If it is blood magic, it may be possible to disrupt their control.
The dragons were blighted. We think that's what let the gods control them.
The blight. Of course.
The blight seems to be the gods' favorite tool right now. We ran into Venatori who could control Darkspawn.
Elganon would not bestow such power unless the Darkspawn were to serve as the main force of his army. And I suspect Gillenane will see the Darkspawn as new subjects for her modifications.
We've already run into a few Darkspawn nobody has seen before. That's in addition to the blighted dragons.
That is the fate Elganon and Gillenane planned for this world then. Corruption and blighted slavery.
Instead of by your demons, you little bitch.
Right. Everyone should be free and uncorrupted when your demons and raw magic kill them.
Do you truly believe my goal was to destroy this world?
I believe your goal, like you said, was to transfer the gods to a better prison. The one you're stuck in now. And you were willing to tear down the veil and destroy this world while you did so.
The veil is a wound I cut into the Fade in a moment of desperation. On making their prison, it should not exist. I had a host of spirits ready to help when the veil fell. They would have minimized the loss of life.
We didn't know. Minimize? Really? That was a bad idea. Listen to yourself, you fucking embarrassment. Get a job.
Do you have any idea what you sound like? You could have actually saved the world from the Blight, but instead you chose to kill thousands of people with your vanity project.
It is not vanity. I broke this world. I am the only one who can fix it.
Spoken like a god.
I am not a god. I am as I have always been. A man. All too aware of his failings. But equally aware that if he did not act, accepting the judgment it would bring, all would be lost.
It's a fucking Welsh dude.
They call me the Dread Wolf. What will they call you when this is over?
Whatever the fuck they want.
I don't care what they call me. If they're calling me anything, it means they're still alive. That's all that matters.
Acceptance. You are willing to face the consequences your actions may one day bring because the world needs you. I believe I can work with that. If the gods are using dragons, you will wish to find someone trained to fight them. Have you unlocked the Lighthouse Illuvian?
Yes. We found the crossroads. It's still confusing, though.
I cannot help you from in here. You may need to find an expert in the magic of the Fade. And if the Darkspawn are to be Elganon's army, you will need Grey Wardens to fight them.
I've got a few of them. Their leaders don't trust me right now, though.
I have faith in you, Rook. You seem to have a knack for gaining the cooperation of your adversaries.
I don't trust a fucking word he's saying. He seems so justified.
Solus thinks we need a dragon hunter and a Fade expert.
He's right, about the dragon hunter at least.
I mean, I do love a villain that is like, when you listen to them speak, you're like, he's got a point. I mean, it does sound like he's just trying to fuck us over. Love it. Love it. But also, I just don't trust that he's just, it's all half-truths, isn't it?
When I was with the Inquisition, I saw some terrible things. But what happened to Treviso? I mean, so much death. Lucanus stayed behind. He said he'll be back soon, but at least you took care of yours.
Truly copium.
We hurt it, but didn't kill it. The dragon flew off before we could put it down.
A dragon hunter would have helped him in Rathus, that's for sure.
We'll be ready next time.
Then we find one.
I don't have anxiety for
Next time,
any other
a blighted
reason than to
dragon
be
comes
highly
calling,
over-prepared for
it'll
any
be the
catastrophe.
last time it comes calling.
We can't forget the second dragon in Treviso. We should see how we can help, but we're without Lucanus until he's done helping the crows. Who knows how long?
Sulking.
Hey, let's not get stuck in our regrets, all right?
Just so we're clear, you're taking advice from this elven god,
Ignored.
Solus. The Solus who tried to tear down the Veil? You really trust him?
Fully ignored and also spoken over, which is very nice, because a lot of the time when you're watching TV shows and stuff and one of the characters clearly doesn't exist and they're trying to pretend that they do, everyone just stops for the entire time that character is speaking somehow. They know that the character is speaking so they can get the dialogue out. But really, that wouldn't happen, and he spoke over him. It was slight, but it was enough for me. It was enough. He spoke over him. You trust him? Absolutely not.
Of course I don't trust him. He's the only option we have. If it makes you feel better, we've checked every piece of information he gave us.
That does make me feel better.
So a Fade expert and a dragon hunter. I'll ask around about dragon hunters
Is she wearing
and see what
clogs?
turns up.
Wooden clogs.
Come talk to me in a bit.
And I've been corresponding with someone about the lighthouse's reverberative oscillations and the resulting dimensional peculiarities.
I mean, having a conversation and Maya is nearby. You know? Having a conversation about a TV show you watched yesterday. I think I'm going to probably start watching season 3 of From. And then someone else is like, oh, dude. From is so good. I really enjoyed the first season of that. I haven't caught up with it yet. Yeah, it's really good. Maya.
I've decided to explain the full peculiarities and reverse the Travesiasium.
Sweet poor Maya. The hilarious thing about that meme is Maya really doesn't do that often. He hardly ever does it. He did it like once ever in his entire life, and we've never let him live it down. You people do it every fucking day. It drives me nuts. Maya actually doesn't do it that much. But there's not really anyone else who does it in our friendship group. So he takes all of the flack for being that meme.
Oh, sorry.
A jammed
Not
Megan.
relevant. I'll get a message through to a Fade expert immediately.
See, Rook? Nothing to worry
No
about.
one looks at him when he speaks.
All right. We all know what to do. Let's get going.
Walked through him. She walked through him then. You see that? And it was not a graphical glitch. Grocery leg. Grocery leg. DMing is depth magic. If you DM a table story show the night before, the next day, you're taking power from your ability to speak the next day. Fresh eggs, smoked ham, smoked trout, onions, garlic, carrots, new potato, cheese for grating, soft cheese for pairing with fruit, peaches if they are in from Calais, walnuts if I can find any, and then 2 good reds and a bottle of port. Honestly, Lucanus, I'd actually eat a lot of that. Can I eat a lot of that? No, it would kill me. But would I eat a lot of it? It hits me especially hard when I do the loads of NPCs. Oh, so every single episode of everything you've ever run in the history of the entire channel. Always exhausted every single day. I don't know how any of you speak for 4 hours anyway. Yeah, I mean, this is how. Training. This is the training, doing these streams. It's not the speaking that's hard. It's the saying, everything being said is purposeful, right? When you're GMing, like everything you're saying pretty much has a reason. It's not like this. This is me just fucking waffling. I'm just saying a load of shit. I don't know what I'm saying, honestly, most of the time here. But you're speaking for a reason. So you're either explaining what something looks like, or you're talking in character as NPCs, and so you have to think about like, what do those NPCs know, and you know, I have to be careful with what information is available to this NPC and that I'm giving to the players, and that, you know, is me and what I know of the world and everything. And you're also just the entire time you're like running a stream, you're reading your notes, you're writing stuff down, you're looking at a battle map, you're preparing you're calculating maths. So it's like, it's totally different type of speaking for 4 hours.
I found a yam in the kitchen.
Than this bullshit.
Stubborn just means you'll starve.
Fucking adorable.
Trouble settling in?
Doing the best I can. My job was to keep the Griffins safe, not fix their dinner.
I meant Hassan.
Oh. I guess we're both adjusting.
He's welcome here, you're not. Where does Hassan come from? Each thing you say has a meaning, purpose, and effect. Yeah, it's just, it's crazy. It's crazy. And you're just spinning so many plates. And it's just debt magic. Like, I really feel it on Wednesdays when I do these streams. Like, I assume that if you go back and watch every Wednesday stream, I'm just like fucking up speaking all the time. I know I do it a lot anyway, and it's a bit of a meme, but I feel like it's really prevalent on a Wednesday.
Then where did Hassan and the others come from?
Way I heard it, someone found a journal a few years back that mentioned a secret clutch of eggs. They'd been hidden for centuries, protected by a ward. Started hatching, and out came 13 talkative griffins. Now, down to just one.
What's the history between Grey Wardens and Griffins?
Back in the day, Grey Wardens raised them as aerial cavalry. When a blight got going, Wardens rode them into battle. Eventually, war took its toll. They died out.
Well, a confused griffin should fit right in around here.
Appreciate it. There's no training manual for them anymore.
I guess we'll figure it out together.
Griffins don't trust easily. Lancet and Remy had to work to win them over. They said a warden and a griffin have to move as one. Think as one. They call it Turlum. Sort of unity. But now, they're both dead.
Why'd the Gloomhowler attack the Eyrie?
I intend to find out. First it stalks wardens. Now it's after the griffins.
We'll find them.
Don't worry. You and I have a deal. We'll find them.
Hello, Kyorki.
Appreciate that. Though it
I haven't
sounds like
spoken to you in all of 3 seconds.
Here.
Just a tad.
Elgarnon and Gillenane. Hard to believe.
Our very own elven gods are ending the world.
That'll endear us to the rest of Thedas. But I have to say, killing a monster is one thing. Taking down the goddess of all monsters and the god of vengeance while you're at it?
Meme.
I know. Our problem around here is we think too small.
Okay then. Good to know the boss
Gay
can laugh
game,
about it.
lol.
Not really. But dwelling on things
Okay.
won't help.
Is it? What do you play? What's your favorite game?
What? I told you. It's yams or
He's
nothing.
gonna be like NFL 2023, a game where you watch a bunch of men in tights shove their faces into each other's asses, and then you put on their little t-shirt with their name on their back, and you wear the name of another man on your back. You know what I mean? Fortnite. Oh, okay. So you're literally 6 and you literally aren't even aware whether you're straight or gay yet. So incredible work. A child, yeah. How fucking embarrassing. Imagine saying Fortnite is your favorite game in 2024. The shame of it. Imagine openly fucking admitting Fortnite. The absolute pure embarrassment. Which one's that? Balara? Oh, I've got to speak to both of them. Fortnite, dude. How embarrassing. This child.
So I put the...
So what's gay about this game? You can just do whatever you want. You can be gay, you can be straight. You can fuck every girl in the fucking game, dude. You know? You can fucking take out swords and fucking kill people. And what the fuck, dude?
Word out for dragon hunters, and I've heard back about someone who might work. It's a woman named Tosh.
Imagine coping that much over me saying Veilguard is a gay game and me joking and saying Fortnite.
From a
I mean,
group of
crying
treasure
so much.
hunters called the Lords of Fortune.
Crying so much. Look at this pathetic
An
message.
agent for the Lords said that Tosh is working on a mission for them along the Ravine
Crying
coast.
so bad. Came in here, wanted attention, gave him attention, cried so badly. Oh, cry. Soy response. A 65-year-old man. What do you mean soy response, dude? People still use the word soy? Oh. Soy boy? What year is it? 2016? Fuck, dude. Fuck, bro. Holy shit, is it 2016? We gotta warn some people about some stuff. God damn. That's embarrassing. Oh my god, imagine being a 65-year-old man who plays Fortnite. Fuck, dude. That's pretty embarrassing. You remember when people said soy? Soy boy. Oh. Fuck, man, you've embarrassed yourself so badly in here. That's fucking horrific, man. Anyway, so yeah. The embarrassment. Oh, dude, you know they're crying so much. Dude, sitting there doing the Arthur meme. Literally tears streaming, hitting their desk. They're like their knuckles digging in to the table. Oh. Oh, fuck, that was embarrassing, dude. Oh, shit, he's going to be thinking about that all night, man. Fuck, he's going to be thinking about that all night, dude.
Well, you know what I should have said?
What do you know about what's going on in Ravine right now?
Not much more than you do. Varric and I never went there while hunting Solus. The Kunari were on pretty good terms with Ravine, but that was before the Antam military broke away from the rest of the Qun. I wouldn't be surprised if the Antam invaded Ravine
Which one's
like they
Ravine?
did Treviso and Eastern Tevinter.
All right, guess we'll be ready.
Thanks so much, Harding.
Thanks for finding a contact. There can't be that many professional dragon hunters around.
Time to find out if the crossroads can get us to an alluvion in that area. We'll head out whenever you're ready.
Okay. Okay.
He'll get you next time.
Oh, he really got me the first time, man. Really absolutely fucking the critical and incredible highbrow comedy and cutting words of using the soy boy.
Okay,
retort.
Laura, what's your lead on
From
getting us
2015.
Fade expert?
Who the fuck is that? Imagine he walked in and was just like, do you see that guy? Who's this?
For the team.
Good evening.
Greetings.
Rook, so we need a fate expert. I've been writing to a senior mage who fits the part. But right now he's on an expedition, so I reached out to his colleagues to find him. This is
Sub-Zero in
Lady
there.
Myrna and Vorgoth. They're necromancers. Mournwatch ones, I mean.
Your friend's request for a fate expert was urgent. How darksome are things outside Navarra?
Who the fuck is that, bro? A stunning display of wit. I know, man. Just so incredible every time. You wait till he sees me kiss a boy. He's gonna be free. He thinks he's freaked out by this gay game. You wait till I kiss a boy, dude. You wait till I suck off another man. And record it and send it to you in a DM. Medium darksome is a hilarious response. How darksome are things outside Navarra? Medium darksome is pretty bad. I think I'm going to say it's bad, but I do love the response, medium darksome.
Very.
I see. Belara's correspondent is Professor Emmerich Volkarin, a fate expert and powerful psychagogue.
Where can I find him?
The professor is currently delving the shrouded halls in the Grand Necropolis. We will grant you passage to look for him. Where the dead. Lately they grow restless.
What did Newt say? Why'd you ding Newt? Is Newt getting violent in the chat room? And another thing. A scribbled note. Packing list. Very important, do not forget. 6 changes of clothes. 2, 3, 4 attunement rods. Collected cereals from Tavinta. Spice collection. Spicy, 14 jars. Dwarf, 8 jars. Human, 2 jars. Large and extra large pans. Water skins, water, maybe. Fresh blankets. Soap, person room clothes. Soft pillow for back. Firm pillow for side. Journal for working, journal for personal, extra journal for working, extra journal for personal, pens at least 3, ink, stuffed Halla small. I mean, this was how Emma lived. This was a list that Emma would hand me and be like, you're paying for all of this, by the way, see ya. And I'd be like, what the fuck? Why do you need any of this? Why do you need 4 extra journals and some pens? Iraylin has offered to help pack unsure. I mean, ADHD. This is just neurodivergent, isn't it? Neurodivergent coded character. I mean, obviously she is anyway, but Jesus. Look at the Chad elf head on the table. This.
Treviso's not ready to deal with the blight.
It's just what my
I
actual
know we
face
had
looks
to make
like.
a choice when there weren't any good ones. Still can't imagine what Lucanus is going
Oh, it was a spoiler? Newt doesn't give a fuck about spoilers. They're in here fucking spoiling everything. Newt's a cluster bomb. Okay? It's part of being friends with Newt.
Offer, dweller.
The burning. The shrapnel. The chaos. The caretaker can now enchant items. Cool. Collecting mementos out in the world will let you upgrade the caretaker's workshop. Okay. Upgrade what though? Oh yeah, I don't want to upgrade any of this. Can I upgrade my armor? Yeah. But with what, we may never know. I don't know if I want to upgrade stuff. Like, what does it cost? It only costs 4 of those items. Okay, so upgrading's not too bad then. Does it cost 1 or 85? It costs 4 and 1, right? This confuses me when games do this version of this is how much it costs, I'm like, I don't know what that means. You've put a fraction in front of me, and that was it. It was like Men in Black when they put the thing in front of your face. I don't do fractions. I can't do percentages. I can vaguely do percentages, but I can't do fractions. Get the fuck away from me. It's confusing me that the big number is first. Why would you do this to me? What am I supposed to be? Some sort of fucking genius level intellect? Okay, well then I might as well just upgrade everything if it only costs 1 of stuff. That's fine. Well, I wasn't upgrading at first because I was like, I think I'm probably gonna save the materials. I almost said the word ingredients. I was gonna save the ingredients. But it doesn't seem so bad, huh? Might as well upgrade what I can. And then what is the shop rank?
The fires are lit.
I can rank it up with, what is that symbol? A samurai. For just 250 of your very best samurai, we will upgrade the shop. Does it get, is that something I can spend elsewhere, or is it worth just doing? Memento score, don't know what that is. Just do it, okay. So now what? Can I upgrade things? Oh my fucking god. Alright, we'll do this first. Then this. The thing is, I just know that I'm going to go on this next quest and immediately pick something else up. I'll do it, I don't care anymore. So yeah. Open the journal to recruit a Fade expert or a dragon hunter. I have to pick one of these quests to do. Find Emmerich in the Grand Necropolis. Travel to the Necropolis halls via the crossroads of fast travel. The team enters a mysterious Grand Necropolis to recruit Fade expert Emmerich Balkan, but evil mages have plans of their own. Balara has the name of a Fade expert. We have to do or both? Because I'd rather have a dragon hunter than a Fade expert right now. Or is it just which one do you want to do first? Last time it says the word or. My D&D brain can't handle unspecific wording anymore. You know, don't put the word or in there. Like, which do it should say something like do one of these first. Well, I want to go and get Emmerich first because I'm hoping it's a Metal Gear Solid character. Hal Emmerich. Let's just go and do Emmerich first. It's also upgraded when you find a copy. Alright, okay. Travel to the... Track to quest. Fuck, I pressed the wrong button. God. Damn it. Who are we taking? Who's this? Morn Watcher. Davrin. Oh, he's the guy we're gonna get. He's like a fucking full villain. Oh, he's a necromancer? I can already tell he's got my hairline. Propranolol made all my hair fall out as well, by the way, which was just what I needed. I've had a really great few months. The Grand Necropolis. Here we go, baby. Ew. They look like the things from Mario. Remember those things from Mario? So vague. You either get it or you don't. I'm not going to much more effort than that today.
But no sign of the professor.
I hope he's here and that he doesn't
Hi,
mind
Sweeney.
us disturbing him.
Sydney
he is
Sweeney.
a senior necromancer. I don't... Oh!
A friend. This is how I'm gonna find my life partner. I'm gonna create one from necromancy and bones.
Visitors! What a marvelous surprise!
Oh, you're a skull. I thought I saw a human face on his portrait, but I guess not.
Our last guests were stuck for hours. Poor souls. Oh.
Oh, he does. And he does have
Professor
my hairline.
Emmerich Volkaren of the Morn Watch.
Hello, Professor. We've never met.
I mean, Mythomatic.
In person. but
Mythomatic, how truly Mythomatic believes he looks and acts in front of other people.
I've been writing to you.
Belara, my dear girl. What a pleasure.
With the voice
Surely you
of,
didn't come all this way
fuck, what's his name, dude? I laughed, I cheered. I fist pumped the air. The hell is his name? God. Damn it. What's his name?
Just to see me.
Actually, we did. You see, we need a Fade expert.
I'm Rook.
Charmed.
Are you dead? Neat skull helmet? How nice and cordial. I guess I have to say neat. I wouldn't say how nice and cordial. That's so fucking weird to say to someone. Are you dead or not is a mental thing to throw at someone, so I guess I'd go with neat skull helmet, which is about as good. That is pretty much how I throw compliments at people. I'm like, I should say something nice about how they look. With green is nice in when skulls helmets. So.
I like that bit with the flaming skull.
It's nothing, really. Just an evocation of the flame of the last steps.
Looks great.
Thank you.
I mean,
You know,
Rook hates
I'm
him
never quite
so
sure
much.
How these spells strike someone from outside Navarra. I'd be pleased to continue our conversation after I tend to some small business here.
We can finally see the necropolis. Is this something that they've teased in previous games then?
I must investigate. Would you two mind accompanying me further into the shrouded halls?
Toward that screaming.
Something's gone awry in this part of the necropolis, Rook. The dead stir more easily than they should.
Well, this is good news indeed, isn't it? None of you know what I'm replying to, so why would you know whether it was good news or not? But it is good news, so let's all rejoice at the good news. The necro particles floating about. This? What is a necro particle, you freak? Yeah, this is cool. I like an underground fucking gothic. I mean, this is just how... This is the house I thought I was going to live in when I grew up, you know? When I was a child, sitting there listening to Puddle of Mud, Blurry. Thinking I was such a bad man. And then I grew up and just bought a normal place with... And I wear hoodies and jeans.
Oh, are these warts?
Indeed they are.
Valen Vane's house.
But what's caused the aphotic needles to fall into a slumber?
Oh, I'm pretty handy with artifacts. I can take a look.
That would be good of you, Belara. Your friends and I will press on.
Right, Professor. Good luck.
It's a very gothic game though, isn't it? Tevinter was very gothic.
What's that ahead?
whatever
Strange.
Italy was called was pretty
Should be under
gothic.
the protection of the bell.
This is very gothic, and then the other area is High Republic, and then the Fade just looks like somewhere in Europe, you know. Could be anywhere, it's just some random place in Europe.
Is that a despair demon?
Fascinating, isn't it? They shouldn't be able to breach the shrouded halls at all.
Take your word for it.
Do we have to fight it, or is it trapped?
Better be ready.
Do I have to fight it? It looks like I don't. Can I just fucking wander on? God damn it!
Careful, Rook!
Alright, what can you do? Entangling spirits. It would be cool if I could read any of it, but there's a fucking thing on the screen. Fine.
You out!
What? Where'd everyone go?
Where did everyone go? In my own personal Elden Ring. Oh, I wonder if my necrotic skills are even worth it here. I'm guessing none of this shit worked.
Hassan, now! Take him out!
It's vital we discover why that spirit manifested here.
Lead the way, Professor.
That is a thing from Mario. Come on, one of you little Nintendo cultists has to be in here. What is that from Mario? I remember it from maybe Super Mario World 3. Cutter Slade. Not Cutter Slade, that's not what it's called, but Cutter Slade is here. Cutter Slade is here, everyone. Rejoice. Thank you for the cold hard cash, my friend. How do you do? This is also the Mechanicus. Necron Mechanicus. Oh, little mechanical boys. Remember? You remember that? Easily accessible now from the brand new Discord channel, which is called Released Tracks. Released Tracks, and you can purchase. We will release the new track on it for just $500. For just $500.
Shaping stars in the ancient roads, hands of iron, hearts of stone. They'll never walk this world alone. Oh, little mechanical boys trade their lives for cold hard toys. In the furnace they were reborn to the endless gears that swore. Oh, little mechanical boys, voices lost in the metal noise, marching to a god they never seen. Replace their dicks with metal peens.
Replace their dicks with metal peens. I'm a lyrical genius.
Someone's
You
barred
know.
the door and chained.
Who else could come up with the line replace their dicks with metal peens, and of course the incredible line ELFPENIS.
The sunken star.
There's undead here.
We may need to defend ourselves depending on their condition.
Oh Jesus. Zombies.
If they're reaching these, they're mindless.
I thought you could control them.
I'm afraid sometimes the weaker dead work themselves into frenzies. Poor things.
Ooh. Feels good to get an AoE in on lots of little shitboards, doesn't it?
Keep that up, Rook. I must free that bell.
Need some help?
Thank
I'm
you.
surprisingly
The star,
okay
the
today.
bell,
That's good.
can banish these despair
Hold
spirits
that
if we
energy.
unchain
Don't concentrate on it too much, though. Don't concentrate on it too much. There's nothing worse than when you're like, you know what? I actually feel okay today, because you're almost inviting in that something bad will happen and go wrong. You know. Don't hold it to just go. Okay, I feel okay today, and then move on and do something else. If you think about it too long, something will go wrong and ruin the day. Just accept it and then do something else. The only way.
We'll need a wisp to unseal the doors leading out. Could you please find one? and
Free
bring
the
it here?
track. Okay. How?
Give your greetings, and the wisp will follow.
Free the track. Which one? This one?
Yeah, tiny little big city elf, tiny little big city elf. Sean says the boy will be king. He's playing an elf, he's playing himself in a game. Yeah, ELF. He will be a rogue or a mage. Yeah, tiny little big city elf, tiny little big city elf. Sean says the boy will be king. He's playing an elf, he's playing himself. Tiny little big city elf, tiny little big city elf. Sean says the boy will be king. Let's fucking go. City boy, pointy ears, stabby stab, city life. Tiny little big city elf, tiny little big city elf. Trauma and suits, the boy will be king. Welcome to Dragon Age with your boy Braid. Big city life, elf on the shelf. ELFPENIS.
Yep, there it is. Alright, well. I guess I'm gonna get out of here now. I know what you're thinking. Don't go, don't go. Play some more. I would love to. It's been cycling through my head. I know, man. It's a good one. It's a good one. I am very tired today, and I don't really want to push it. As much as I would love to do some long streams, oh, boy, am I not able to. I'm just not able to. Okay? So, see you around. We're going to carry on playing this tomorrow. Please tune in if you'd like to at 2 p.m. UK time, 9 a.m. Eastern. Don't forget to tune into Tidal Blades tonight on Table Story.
today, but she's okay. Okay.
And thank you so much for watching today. I hope you had fun. I certainly had a wonderful time. I'm going to go and cook some dinner. And then start writing and 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 writing.
Out in the black going. She knows the risk, but she laughs out loud in the darkest nights. She's always proud. With every deal and every twist she turns, she's got the fire and it still burns. She's okay, flying solo through the sky. No one's gonna tell her why. She should stay or run away. She's okay, making moves and getting by. Dancing with the stars so high. Yeah, she's fighting for today, but she's okay.